That's an excellent idea. Alright, is this gonna work? Aha, there we go. Just making sure all of my sound is working. Ooh, there's a little notification saying I'm going live. Alrighty, I am getting my blanket. I'm settling in. That feels so nice. Let's get everything set up. My poor cat is screaming at me in the background. There we go. Alright, sorry, I'm just testing sound. Let me turn this down just a smidge. That should be fine. Alright. That sounds excellent. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, I forgot to actually... Oh, crap. It helps if I don't accidentally open Steam first thing. Oops. There we go. Alright. Now, I never actually updated the tracker last time. I forgot to update that, so we're gonna do that now. Oh no, apparently I did. The more you know. There you go. Meow, hi, hello also Soup, welcome in. I have completely forgotten what we got up to last time, but that's fine. How are you? Okay, so last time we went through Hyrule Castle. We know Song of Soaring is in the chest game. We know that at the very least. So we went through Hyrule Castle and Kikiri Forest and Lost Woods. I don't think I actually figured out, we actually saw what Deku Tree was. So we should probably do that first and foremost. How are you also, Soup? I'm just gonna quickly, there we go. Now I can actually see chat. I'm just moving everything out of the way. And I'm getting it up on my phone. Why am I climbing a wall? Hello, Dodonks, welcome in. How are we all tonight? If I sound a bit weird, I'm actually starting to lose my voice. Boomerang can be found in Dave's hideout, we knew that. I've got my lamb sip here in my mug. I'm hoping to sort of beat... I feel like I'm starting to come down with a cold. And I'm trying to beat it as much as I can. And beat it into submission now before it actually gets worse. Or becomes... Ooh, bottom of the well. We can actually do a substantial amount of this. Not all of it. But we can do some of it now. We can at least look at some of the pots and stuff. I think that's a good idea. But yes, how are we all this lovely evening? God, I love the hook shot. Actually, no, I will come back and... I'm eating dinner right now, sorry. No, don't be sorry. Enjoy eating dinner. I hope it's delicious. I have yet to eat dinner as per normal for my stream night, so I'm very much looking forward to it down the road. Alright. So we're just going to make our way. We're not going to do everything down here, but we are going to make our way down a little bit to see if there's anything of value. There's quite a few chests that we can check without any, without any real... What am I trying to say? Without any real effort. That's what I'm trying to say. There's some chests that we can check without any effort, which is really nice. We won't be able to clear this out. Ugh, screw you. We won't be able to fully clear this out. We will need, we will need, an ocarina enabled to do... Are you kidding me? We will need an ocarina to be able to fully clear this out, is what I'm trying to say. But we can at least do some parts of it. Like, for example, we won't be able to see... Nothing is forever. Thanks. Okay, so that's nothing, but we won't be able to get it yet. That works surprisingly well. There is a spider right here that I always get startled by because I forget it's a thing. Alright. Now there's a very good chance that I drop down into the hole because I forget. Oh, nope, that worked. Okay, cool. We're gonna check this chest. It's fine that I blew myself up a little bit. I'm not too worried. Magic, excellent. We're gonna go over here. A lot of this is just clearing out certain rooms and certain rooms at the moment. Nothing there. What's through here? Is that a chest of value? How the hell did that get me? What on earth? Can I like hookshot it? How the hell did it? Okay, that's all I wanted to do was see if the chest was there. Thank you for redeeming a random Zelda fact. Did you know that like-likes can hit you through the bars? No, that's not it. That's just me being salty. A bow! Oh wait, we knew the bow was here, but I forgot that the bow was here. The bow. Okay. Oh, random Zelda fact. Sorry, I just got hideously distracted by that for a second. Thank you so much for redeeming a random Zelda fact, also soup. What's a good one? Okay. Did you know that Octoroks appear in every second Zelda game, every single 3D Zelda game except for Twilight Princess? So there you go. I love your eye look. Oh, thank you so much. This is I was working all day, and I actually had time for makeup. I didn't get the notification that you were given that I was live. I normally have the notification set up for myself on my phone, so I know when it's when it goes out to other people, and I didn't get it either. But I just figured that's because I already had the Twitch chat open. Why did I do that? Oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, sorry about that, Ducky. I don't know why it didn't come for you. It didn't come through this time. I got a notif. Oh, okay. At least some people got a notif. That's fine. So cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll always take a cute little compliment. All right. So we've rude. I've already got the bow. Yeah, so Octoroks appear in every single Zelda game except for Twilight Princess. Every single 3D Zelda game except for Twilight Princess. However, that being said, it is sort of the little tiny little blizzards. No, freezards, which are like the little tiny little ice shard things that come out when you smash the freezards around. They are in fact sort of modeled using the same model as Octoroks. So there you go. There's your random Zelda fact. Thank you so much for redeeming. We also have that. I'm sorry, I'm just updating Circus Leader's mask. That's what we got. There we go. Excellent. Hello, Placehold. Welcome in. I hope you're having a grand night. I'm going to apologize now for my voice if I sound a bit weird. I think I'm actually starting to get sick and losing my voice. So I've got my Lemsip here in my I've got my Lemsip here so I can try and beat it before it becomes a thing. Live, laugh, love, Octorok. That's it. That's exactly it. Live, laugh, love, Octorok. Everyone's getting sick, girl. Yeah, no, it's been going around my office like mad. Everyone in my office has been sick recently, so I'm trying to beat it before it becomes a thing. Especially considering some of my family are you know, immunocompromised at the moment or too young for vaccinations. I would rather not get them sick. Oh, nice. Live, love, lemsip. I love it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It just says love, lemsip. I thought it said live, love, lemsip for a second there. I was about to be like, yeah, I feel that. It speaks to me. Alright. So, we are pretty much almost at the tip of live, laugh, love soup. Love it. 10 out of 10. We are almost at the end of what we can do here for now without an ocarina. So I think we have Zelda's Lullaby, even if I haven't updated it on the, Stop climbing the walls, damn it. Even if we haven't updated it, we do have Zelda's Lullaby. However, we do not have an ocarina to play it. So we are going to skadoosh for the time being. But it was very nice seeing what Deku Tree is, and we got the bow out of it, which is top tier, 10 out of 10. Do we have ocarina? No, we don't have an ocarina yet. Granted, we've got so many checks. We haven't even gone to we haven't even gone to Majora's Mask. We're going to make our way to Zora's River now. So what I'm thinking is we go to Zora's River, and then we go to Death Mountain. And then from there we can go to Majora's Mask. I think that's a really... Ooh! Thank you so much for the spoiler log there. Thank you. Alright, hang on. Alrighty, in case you missed it. Also, Soup just redeemed points to check the spoiler log for an ocarina, so thank you. When I put that option in as a points redeemer, I did not realize how much dividends that was going to give in terms of just getting really good items. Progressive ocarina. Helps if I spell ocarina correctly. Alrighty. You will be happy to know. In fact, I think someone in particular is going to be very happy to know where one of the ocarinas are. We will be turning adult and going fishing soon. We will be turning adult for some fishing very soon. Of river, does that mean there might be some fish? There will definitely be fish in our future. I can promise you that now. Yay! Rish! Fish! I think they're all attempts to misspell fish, or not attempts to spell fish. Fish! That's it. Alright. Before we go do our fish, just to tease you all a little bit, we are going to... We're gonna actually Death Mountain first, then, we're gonna Death Mountain, then we're going to, what am I trying to say? Death Mountain and then Zora's River. Just with the way that, going through here works, we can essentially go through Goron Village and Death Mountain, use the owl to drop us at Kak, which we can go through, and then we're right next to Zora's River. So it's just it's just very much easier in terms of overall flow. That did not do what I thought it would. So if I hit... Okay, never mind, I'm just gonna stop now. If I hit the bomb with the bomb chew, it just means I don't have to do all this waiting around, that's all. Oh, see, now I hit it. Alright, let's see what the store has. Nothing. I was about to say, let's see what the fish has. That's not right. Let's see what the store has. You all have put the fish in my brain. Alright, nothing there. That's where we... No. Yes. That's where we came in from. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting lost in Goron City of all things. I know my way around here like the back of my hand. Oh, thank you for the on-screen celebration of the fish. I'm so glad to hear you. You're very happy about fish, and I love it. I'm so glad. Alright, can I be bothered? Alright, we're just gonna quickly... We're not gonna do the boulder maze, because that's going to take way too much time. But we are going to waste a few bomb chews and just do this part here. It's just a bit of waiting around, that's all. I was gonna say, this is only wasting 4 bomb chews as opposed to the boulder maze, which will waste about 8 to 10. That's okay. We're wasting 5 bomb chews and climbing a bunch of walls. Helpful. Alright. I do not like lamb. I do, but that is strong. Alright, nothing in this part, and let's see what's in here. No. Yeah, you're gonna make me wait 5 or 6 years for a bloody Greg. Ganon's castle is foolish. We already knew that, so that's excellent. Once again, it says nothing about Ganon's tower though, so we will have to check that separately at some point. Alright. So just while I'm doing this, there we go. There's a Gamba started. Everyone's favorite time of the year, of the day. I'm gonna see. I don't think Hookshot reaches this far, but we're gonna check. It really doesn't want you going to Ganon's castle. That's it. The game just like, Ganon's castle? No, get out. Also, hello, Virtual Fusion Games. Welcome in. Right! Climb Anywhere's on. That's the most helpful. That's the most helpful Climb Anywhere on has been. By the way, did you know there was a grotto here? We have never gone to it on stream before, purely because it's just so bloody annoying to get to. Honestly, worth it. So the reason why why it's so annoying to get to this particular grotto, especially in the randomizer, is because you're supposed to use the Song of Time blocks to be able to jump across the edge. However, when you play the Song of Time as an adult, which is when you're really supposed to get across there, it turns you into a bloody child. So it can be kind of annoying. We are going to quickly climb... okay, no, hang on. Wait a sec. We are going to quickly see what Dodongo's cavern is. Then we are going to... No, I don't want to... Hang on. There, that's better. Come on, let me jump. Let me jump. Let me jump! I know I can jump from here. Are you kidding me? Okay, hang on. Screw that. If there's something on that ledge, we're just gonna grab it later. Okay. Oh my god, come on, let me down! Alright. There we go. I forgot that we can just climb up. What am I doing here? So yes, we're just gonna quickly see what DC is, and then we're gonna climb up Ganon's tower. Okay, that's a Greg. Nothing. Excellent. Wow. That was easy. Imagine if this is Ganon's castle. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, okay. At least it's not Ganon's castle, right? Is this open or remorseless? I might regret checking. Oh, this is completely open. Okay, we are going to take a quick detour for 2 seconds. This is the problem with doing things like this. I get so... I turn around and go on so many detours it isn't funny. Alright. Don't forget to write down what it... Oh. Thank you, placehold. That's a good point, actually. Okay, where's my pen? You can tell how much I've been writing down, because, you know, I don't know where my pen is. That's eyeliner. go. Thank you. So, dungeons. Deku was well. And DC was also well, but different well. Excellent. And now we're going to see what the other side of well is. Thank you so much, Placehold, for reminding me, because I would have forgotten. I literally... Ooh! If this was fully closed, like original, where you have to feed the Gibdos, that would have soft locked us there. Or just, you know, been really bad for our logic. Alright, there we go. We're gonna come back to this because the only downside is we need fire to clear out a lot of this. So we are going to have to come back here regardless, one way or another. But what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the other side and also just see if we can clear out what we can now. Just so we can, in all honesty, I'm just trying to clear out as much as we can and see what's available here. And more importantly, I want to see what's on the other side. Right, I forgot that we had a Deku shield equipped. That kind of sucks. Alright, what does this cow have? Nothing by the looks of it. Excellent. So we have cow CAMC on, which means that colour always matches appearance. Colour always matches content. So a brown nose ring means that the cow has nothing of value. I think you could buy a Deku shield from one of the scrubs somewhere. Yes, I do remember seeing that. Yeah. I do think we have definitely seen another Deku shield. We've just got to remember where it is. We'll find it. Sometime, somewhere. But that's alright. It's not too big of a loss. We do know where the Hylian shield is. And there's also, the, thingamabob. The mirror shield. It's somewhere around here. Damn it. Ooh, she is low on health. Did not realize how low our health was. Where does this take us? Oh! Okay, thank you for the ice chap celebration. Okay, so, DC / GB. So Great Bane Dodongo's cavern lead to bottom of the well. That's grand to know. Oh! Magic! That's lit. Okay. That must be the way of the hero of Zora Kate. Also, just quickly. Heads or tails, Siri? I have... Oh, we have an outcome. For those of you who picked tails, I'm sorry. It's heads. Also sorry for the fake out there. She's feeling fine. Yeah, no, that magic is grand. And thank you for the ice trap celebration. That's very cool. Thank you. Alright. While we're here, we might as well just quickly check the shop. Then we've got to go back. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a RuPaul. For some reason it blended in with his fin, weirdly enough, that I couldn't see. Excellent. Thank you. Alright, so, on the upside, we now know where this leads us. On the downside, we can't get back. I have a bottle of Chateau Romani? Wait. When did I pick that up? Huh. I'll take it. Chateau Romani this early on. OP. Love this. Alright, now we're going to save and quit and go back to Ocarina of Time. Now, that Chateau Romani will carry on between both games. So we now have unlimited magic in Ocarina of Time as well, which is excellent. And actually gives our light arrows really good use. We essentially, with the light arrow, with unlimited magic, and already having the light arrows, we now have a source of unlimited money for the rest of the game. So if we ever need money and the root paws are just not doing it, like are just not helping us, we can take, we can go up to Akana Valley, Akana Canyon, smack some stuff around with the light arrows and unlimited money. So that's really nice. Alright. Nope, that's the wrong way. We are going to go back to the top of Death Mountain. Just do 1 or 2 checks there, and then we're going back to, we're going to Zora's River. Sorry, I'm completely mind blanked at the moment. Alright. Hello, Snacky! Welcome in! I hope you're having a grand time. I know we are, so I hope you're having a grand time too. Oh, again, best emotes in the biz right there. I hope you're having a good day. I tell you what, I had a really good but really busy day. So, I actually went out on a little road trip for work today, which was a nice little change of pace. And I drove, I drove a little while, so I was about an hour and a half away from my house. So I had a nice little road trip and a nice little lunch. It was really good. So I hope everyone had a great day as well. These reports are killing me. I don't know what's going on here. Next randomizer we do. I really hope reports are not a thing. Oh dear. And I get to work from home tomorrow, which is really nice. So it means that we might have a longer than normal stream depending on how hungry I am. Excellent. Let's go. So we've got a cow grotto up here. Oh, balls. We've got a little grotto with a cow in it up here, which we're going to check. And then we're going to go into Death Mountain Crater. Again, we don't have a bonus song, so we can't actually see what the items are, but we can check the nose ring to see if it's of value and if we need to come back. By the looks of it, we don't need to come back here, which is excellent. It means that it has a replenishable item. You can climb the wall to get up there. Oh yeah! Again, I genuinely forget that I have climb anywhere on sometimes. I'm just so used to doing it normally that I forgot that that's actually a thing. Thank you, Blazold. Alright. Excuse me, where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh, well, speaking of which... Oh, I can't climb that. Alright, let's do this! Whee. Wow, I thought he was going to hit me. Lens of Truth can be found in Kakiri Forest. We actually knew that already. On account that we've gotten it. Are you gonna let me pass? Thank you. Excellent. So there's no point checking out the fairy fountain. We have no ocarina yet, although we are going to get it soon, I promise you. This is where we wanted to go. First of all, we have no idea what if the sculptures are gonna... Can I? Thank you. We have no idea if the sculptures are needed. So I'm just gonna quickly collect that, just while we're here. I'm gonna quickly do that. Cat Graveyard is Way of the Hero. Okay, that's good to know. Cat G. Excellent. Alright. So we're going to quickly check that. There is a gossip stone up here. I'm going to see if I can knock it out in time. Ugh, I hate doing this walk. There we go. If I aim the bomb chute for this rocket usually blows up both. There we go. Excellent. I've heard of Kiki D. That's Kaki G. That's exactly it. I love it. Zora Tunic can be found in Zora's domain. If that is vanilla, that is going to be so funny. Zora Tunic is in Zora domain. There we go. We are going to take an intentional little oopsies. There we go. We were going to be hitting the end of the timer there anyway, so. Alright. With the hook shot, there were a few other things we could have done, but in all honesty, I just really want to go back to CAC. I don't think it's better for us to go back to Mountain Crater later. Okay, nothing, and the cow's gonna give us nothing as well. That's excellent. Alright. Link dies redeemed by placehold. Thank you. How are we going to die today? Okay, hang on, hold it. Thank you for redeeming Link dies. We're just gonna stand here and blow ourselves up with bomb cheese. Get down. Get down. He literally just blew himself up into climbing on the wall. Get down. Oh, hello. We're redeeming everything. We're redeeming everything today. Excellent. And, oh no, we've got one more. Get down. Nope. One more and we are dead. And then we are going to go to bad time, I promise. And Link is successfully dead. Thank you so much for redeeming that. Oh, I hope you enjoyed your Link dying. Alright, we are definitely going to hit continue playing. And while we are doing that, so for anyone who is new here, ban in-game action, no picking up items. Alright, we are going to get to that after our bad time. There are so many things happening on stream right now. Thank you so much for the on-screen celebration, placehold. I appreciate that. Alright. There we go. We are hitting up our bad time simulator. For anyone who's new to our stream, this is the thing that we do anytime someone redeems points. I suck at it. So I'm slowly getting better though. So it helps if I actually open the window. What? I would have done that no hit if I had actually pressed up at the correct point. I feel like that's such a cop-out thing. I would have done it right if I had done it right. Alright. We haven't healed yet. That's... Okay, we're healing after this. We're definitely healing. Bear with me. Alright. Give ourselves the best fighting chance. Bones, okay. Epic music. It is. It really is epic music. I should stop reading the comments while I'm trying to do this. This is 10 out of 10. It's this side I suck at. The other side I'm fine with. It's this side in particular that I suck at. See, I said it and then it happened. Alright, we're just gonna let the purple drain down. Give me a sec. Alright, instant noodles, let's go. Alright, this one's easy. Enough. You just gotta... circular motion. Oh, crap. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Oh, this is the one I hate. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna heal. We're gonna do Legendary Hero. Caster Blasters! I said frock, not anything bad. Getting my daddy better. There we go. Alright, let's do one more Legendary Hero. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I knew this was coming up next. I hate this. I hate that one. Alright, face steak. I can also still hear Ocarina of Time in the background, and it's confusing my little tiny pea brain. Alright. We're doing okay. I say that. Alright. Ocarina of Bad Time. That's it. That's exactly it. I love that. Frick. Frick! I'm dead. I'm dead. How am I not dead? Alright, Legendary Hero. The Gaster Blasters, I should be able to judge easily, and for some reason I just can't. I don't know what it is. We're just gonna keep battling. Oh, okay, yeah. Good choice. Oh crap, maybe bad choice. Okay, Legendary Hero. I feel like we are getting slightly better each time. I may regret that. Ooh, okay. We dead. Oh dear, thank you so much for redeeming that. Hang on, let me get back to everything. Thank you so much. Also, Soup, for redeeming that. I genuinely appreciate it. Alright, let's pull everything back up. You tried. I did indeed try, and that's what matters, right? And then we're banning in-game actions, no picking up items. 5-minute timer, please. Do you understand that the point of a randomizer is in fact to pick up items? What if someone else hands me an item? Does that count? Because we might have a problem. Alright, we can, first things first, we can actually check the Sculptular House here. Because if we do need to collect Sculptulars, there's like 3 in here. So we're just gonna quickly, no, that doesn't count. Okay, cool, so we can do Cuckoos. Green Rupee for 10. Green Rupee for 50, yes, that's good. 10 arrows for 30. We just need 40 to be dead now. Large Magic Jar. 20 is our last one. Spiders are dead. That's the best news we've heard all day. Spiders are dead. In fact, anytime, regardless of context, that is good news. Is there anything in those pots there? No, excellent. Alright, let's quickly jump into Hyrule Field for 2 minutes. Just to change us back. Oh, actually, no. That's every arachnophobe's dream outcome. That's it. I will say the one downside to Twilight Princess is how realistic the spiders are. They suck. Why don't they have an arachnophobia mode on that? Seriously. Let's quickly check Dampe, actually. I feel like it's early enough that we can check Dampe without too much issue. I'm not picking that up. I just wanted to see what was in it. I can cut grass as long as I don't Well, that's not how that worked. Oh, crap. I have to restart the timer now. Alright, hang on. I'm keeping true to the... Okay, cancel, start. There we go. A new 5-minute timer has been started. I thought I could be really sneaky and check the items. Oh. Oh, and there's a fish. There's another grass fish in there. Okay, that better be Big Orange Sword and not Diet Sword. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back for that. Okay, dump it. It's too late for dump, eh? But we can check in here. Fire arrows might have been good for this. Fish! That's it. It's the power of the fish. The power of the fish compels us. Look at the giant fish. Thank you for giant fish. Oh dear, everyone, I love it. Everyone loves fish so much. It's amazing. Alright. Don't forget, we still have Plundering Tingle to go. Alright, we're not going to pick up any of these items, but just... That's the Megaton Hammer. Holy crap! Guys, Cat Graveyard is cooking. I mean, we're the hero, of course, but Cat Graveyard is cooking! Plunder me, baby. That's it. That's it. Plunder. I'm gonna regret saying that out loud on the internet, aren't I? Okay, that's a Greg and a terrible thing. We can also check what no, we can't check what Shadow Temple is. No, we can't. I was gonna say we could probably check Shadow Temple, but I don't think we can. But we can at least check this here. This is what I want to check. Pirate Sewers is foolish. Okay. Pirate Sewer. That's also really good. Pirate Sewers we actually need Zora for. We don't need Zora for the rest of Pirate's Fortress. So that's actually quite excellent. Okay, no, we actually do. We need bombs or Din's Fire to get through there. We need an arena to do that as well. So we're going to come back here in a bit. Yeah, I'll come back for you, babies. Alright. I love the camaraderie of fish right now. It's excellent. Also, I was going to wait until daytime to actually get into this grotto, but I can just climb over this. Excellent. Let's go into this grotto, see what's in here. We can check Gossip Stones. That's something that we can do with no issue at all. Oh, there's also something in here. Dodongo's Cavern is a foolish choice. Excellent. Ooh, okay, is that gonna be Sonata or Minuet? I'm gonna wager Sonata. What was that was just listed as foolish? DC. Excellent, so we've got to come back here for this. So if anyone's wondering why I'm not picking this up and you weren't here like 3 seconds ago, we are banned from picking up items for 5 minutes thanks to a generous donation of points from Also Soup. We have 1 minute and 11 seconds left on that. So we're going to come back for that. I hope you all are taking notes on where all these things are because there's a strong chance I'm going to forget within the next 2 minutes. Mwahahaha. That's it. It's all your fault. Alright. We can at least do this at the very least. Alright. In the meantime, you can make a gambler. Oh yeah, that's true. I will do that. Oh! Ooh! Okay, yes, I like that idea. You all love these gambas, don't you? I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Can I like bomb shoot you? No? Oh, that was not what I wanted to do! Crap! Ooh. Thank God that worked. Okay, that's nothing. Okay. You have... It's going to be a nice short one. You have 1 minute to get in your predictions on whether it's going to be Sonata or Minuet. Did you not just pick things up? No, so we were banned for 5 minutes from picking up any items. So now we're going to go pick them all up now that the ban is over. Oh, crap. That's fine. It was over. The alarm was hitting as I was setting up the game, so it's fine. Don't make me do that again. It's fine. The alarm actually did go off before I picked up all that stuff. So we are good. Alright. It was over in this grotto, wasn't it? Excuse me. I'm trying to fix my chat at the same time, and it's just not working. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, hang on, I'm just pulling in. What song will we get? 8 seconds. Sonata's winning with 8,000 points, Minuet with 2,000. Wow! Everyone's very invested in this. Alright. Let's hope we get a heart. Yeah, the time's 3:47, whatever. Are we gonna get Sonata or Minuet here? That is Sonata Awakening! Alright. I just want to get Requiem, bro. Honestly, fair. Sonata wins! Congratulations to, Donks and 3 others. Congratulations, that's some points. Wow, we had some points in that one. Congratulations. Give me a shout if you won that. Alright. Now we can go back to Graveyard and pick up all the rest of the items. All the items that we were cooking on. Wouldn't mind some hearts, please? Hey, congratulations, Soup. Alright. Was there an item here? Oh no, we already picked that up, didn't we? We got a bottle. Well, now we don't have money. Alright, let's go. I'm having a lucky night tonight, lol. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I love that for you. Okay. This is Fire Arrow, Adult Fish, Giant Knife. Okay, so it is Diet Sword. But you know what? We'll still take a Diet Sword. Absolutely. Yeah. Alright, let's check, let's go get the Megaton Hammer. We are getting Megaton Hammer so early, I love it. Thank you for the on-screen celebration, placehold, I really appreciate it. You really do love your fish. Oh, I really appreciate it, thank you. Heart please, or are you just gonna take my money away from me? You're gonna give me 1 rupee, I'll take that. Genuinely, this graveyard was popping off. Party in the graveyard and you're all invited. There we go. Alright, Zora's River, here we come. Actually, yeah, no, Zora's River. So there are a few more checks in CAC to do, but we all require them to be daytime or early nighttime. It's late nighttime right now. So in the interest of moving things along, we're just going to go to Zora River and we're going to come back in daytime. Is this a location randomizer? Only the bosses and the temples themselves are randomized. So the major location places are not randomized. We are, in all honesty, probably going to end up doing a location randomizer soon. And in fact, it might be the next one. Who knows? I'm not going to know. I'm not in charge of designing the seed. But we will definitely see one, if not next, down the road. I just require a lot more paper. Wait, you can randomize location to yes, to a frankly insane insane extent. So you can randomize entrances. So, you know, you walk out of the Kakiri Forest and you end up in Gerudo Valley or something like that. You can alter doorways. So every single doorway is randomized. So you might walk into the Stockpot Inn and end up in a random room in the Fire Temple. You can randomize every single loading zone in the game. Our Statue Milk Road. Excellent. You can... Oh, we can go get Song of Soaring in a second too as well. That's good. You can randomize every single location in the game. So you walk into... Oh, actually, we should see what this guy's got. You can walk into the... Say that loading zone for Zora's River. A green rupee. You can walk into the loading zone for Zora's River and end up in Link's house. And then you might walk out of Link's house and end up in Kakariko Graveyard. You can make it so you can make it so there's no the exits and entrances are decoupled, is what it's called. It gets really confusing and really messy really fast. Whoa, yes, you have to do it. We will do it one day. It will be a lot longer of a randomizer, and it will take up a lot of paper. I can tell you that one now for free. Why am I using a cuckoo here? We have Climb Anywhere on. Why am I using a cuckoo? Because we can. Make sure you have logic on so you can actually beat it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I have done location randomizers before. They are insanely fun, but insanely messy. And they do take quite a lot of time to complete, as you can imagine. That destroyed everything but the boulder. Why am I doing? I have the Megaton hammer. Why am I wasting my time with bomb shoes? The only time we're going to be using bomb shoes from here out is for long distance rocks and purple rupee. I'll take a shield. Why not? Yeah, the only reason why I'm going to be using bomb shoes is for glitches and long distance rocks. That's it. Alright. We also have this one over here that we're going to check out. We are still going to grab that cuckoo though, because we do want to get into Zora's domain quickly. Okay, Road to Akana is on the way of the hero. I've got that written down already. Excellent. There are a few things that there is at least one thing that Warmonger mode, being nice is banned, so you have to attack everything. All animals, NPCs, cows, you name it. Done deal. Alright. They say Frog Ocarina gives a report. So you might know that if you blow these up with a bomb, they flash blue and red and then shoot up into the sky. If you smack it with a hammer, it flattens. Be flattened, bro. Alright, now we've got to destroy all these rocks. Get destroyed. Can I beat up the cuckoo after I use it? That's not what I meant to do! Can I beat up the cuckoo after I use it? Yes, okay, good. We will shoot it with an arrow after we use it to fly in. How about that? Too late for that. There we go. Don't worry. Stop beating it up. Wait. Never mind. You have to. That's it. I have to destroy all the rocks. Hit that chicken. We are going to okay, with a disclaimer, I do not condone animal cruelty. We are going to beat up this chicken in a second. Alright, I read that wrong. No, that's alright. I get it. I had to reread it for a second too. Is there, okay, that's just a heart. We are going to come back for that. Alright. Let's go. We're going to quickly, boom. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened there. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened there. Okay. There we go. I beat up the chicken for you. Alright. We are making our way through Zora's domain. Oh, did I set a 5-minute timer? I think we've already... 4-minute, 30-second timer. There we go. We are beating up that sign. Take that sign. I don't think you can actually destroy this sign. Take that sign. You get beat up now. Boom. Alright, done deal. Don't forget to attack the Zoras too. Oh, absolutely. They are so getting... They're getting, you know, hammered. But in a violent way. Alright. Get destroyed. Okay, my Siri tried to record me saying that the Zoras are gonna get hammered. Take that, Torch. Take that, Zora. That's right, punk. Alright. Link's had enough. He's mad. Nothing of value here. Oh, you won't let me attack you. Okay, let me climb all over you. There you go. Get climbed on, bro. Yeah, take that. Who are you? Don't get intimidated. That's it. Get intimidated. You want a piece of me? There we go. Usually I make you go peaceful, but this warmonger mode is fun. I'm enjoying it too. This reminds me of what I used to do whenever I was mad. I don't play Minecraft very often. I do play it occasionally. My lovely fiance and I started a save file, and then I just proceeded to kill him over and over again while he got more increasingly frustrated. Sally, we've got to find shelter! No we don't. We've got to attack each other. Speaking of which, yeah, take that. I'm so sorry. You're gonna regret doing this. Take that, fish! Take that, fish! Alright, there we go. I had to. It's part of the rules. Take that, Zora. But yeah, so what I used to do is I used to go to Minecraft whenever I was angry, go to creative mode. No, the fish! I used to go to Minecraft, find like the prettiest, nicest looking hill with all the flowers and all the pretty things on it. Take that. And then I used to just cover it, head to toe in TNT, and just watch it burn. It was great. Cheaper than therapy, honestly. Take that. Alright. I'm gonna read you first. Take that, ledge. Song of Song can be found in Harold's Market. I knew that, punk. There, take that. That's great therapy. Honestly, it was. 10 out of 10 can recommend. If you ever want to be angry, just watch a Minecraft world burn. It's like watching the world burn, but with severely less consequences. Take that, King Zora. Yeah, that's right. You're a terrible king. Shit king. Sorry. I think that's the most bogan thing I think that's the most bogan I've ever sounded, and that's really saying something. Yeah, take that, Zora. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna dive. Excuse me here. Okay, now I'm gonna dive. I just need to attack you all. Literally takes our money and then it's like, you know what you're gonna collect? No money. In fact, you're gonna collect negative money. Do not collect any more money. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Straight to jail. The root pause coming in strong. There we go. Alright. I do love the rapport emote. That's a fun emote. I will say, not to toot my own horn, maybe to toot my own horn a little bit, but considering most of these emotes were done within like 30 seconds with absolutely zero thought put behind them, they haven't turned out too bad. Take that sign. I do quite enjoy quite a lot of them. And that's our 5 minutes up on our warmonger time. Thank you so much, PlaySoft, for redeeming for that. That was surprisingly fun. I very much enjoyed that. Alright, do we have an empty bottle? Ooh, we do. We're not going to attack the fish. Don't you worry. Are you going to give me something good? Okay, that is good. Ooh, I thought I was gonna hit the rock there for a second. Oh, ouch. Hee, you're welcome. I love that. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna collect the fish here quickly. We are going to... We're gonna finish up here. We're gonna go to... whatever it's called. We're gonna go back to Temple of Time. Thank you for the fish celebration again. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Once again, I'm so glad you're enjoying the fish. And the giant fish. Thank you, Place Hop. I love it. Thank you. I think your arm is so sore from all that attacking. No holding anything in your arms for 5 minutes. Oh, let me put that away. 5-minute timer. Excellent. On the downside, we can't see what Jubby Jubba is for 5 minutes. On the upside, we can at least see what these what these... Oh, there's a heart piece there. That's good to know. We can at least see what these gossip stones say. Thank you so much, Ducky, for that. Zora Cape is on the way of the hero. That's why we got magic, but we have a few more bits and pieces to explore in Zora's Cape. So that's really good to know, although we already did know that. Oh, this has been so much fun. Good one, Ducky. I agree. Good one. I've been enjoying all these challenges so far. Alright. At least I'm not banned from rolling yet. I say yet because I know it's coming. Alright, what are you? Road to Swamp is Wave the Hero. I have a feeling we knew that. I was actually going to write that down before as... Oh, I forgot to write that down. Road to Swamp is Wave the Hero. And then I was like, maybe... I couldn't remember if we'd received that as a hint or not. I definitely do know that the key to Ganon's the Ganon's Tower key is in Road to Swamp. So I think that's where I got it, but it's nice to know that it's substantiated. Can I don't think I can roll into the pot. I think I would have to pick it up, which yeah, okay, cool. We are going to come back here. Mark my words. Thank you, Mark. Sorry, that's so stupid. We can't go back. Save and quit? I don't know what you're talking about. Excellent. Get down. Alright. Boom. We are going to make our way... We're going to make our way to Hyrule Castle. Temple of Time now. And we are going to go fishing. As an adult. I love that idea for us. And then after we go fishing as an adult, at long last, we are finally going to go to Majora's Mask. Because it has been... I think we played this for an hour on Tuesday after Twilight Princess. We played for an hour on Tuesday, and then we've played for an hour today. So we've been playing this for about 2 hours, and we have not gone to Majora's Mask once, except like the very brief time we were there because of the temple rando. Fish. That's right. We still got fish. Ah, thank you for the gigantified emote. I love that. It's a cute little fish. I love it so much. We are going to come back to Lon Lon Ranch later. I'm aware we haven't even touched Lon Lon Ranch yet. In all honesty, I just really want to get the Ocarina. And I think we deserve a little bit of Majora's Mask after all this time. So we are definitely going to come back to Lon Lon Ranch. I promise. Oh. Balls. Oh wait, Climb Anywhere is on. It's my favorite thing! That large fish is great. I agree. I think that's fantastic. Alright. Oh, Ducky! Does it count if I'm holding the Master Sword in the cutscene to change from child to adult? That's probably good to know if that counts. Oh, hello Muffins! I'm so glad you all saw Muffins in the background. I'm not gonna lie, the stream camera is hidden from view for me. So I can't even see if Muffins is in the background. I only just saw her come up beside me and be like, oh, hello. Muffins, do you want to come say hi to everyone? No, she's too busy staring out the window. There was like a stray cat, or not, I don't even think it was a stray. I think it was like a neighbor's cat or something. That came into, oh, we don't even have to hold the sword. That's brilliant. There was like a neighbor's cat or something that came up to my back door. So my back door, I keep the, I'm just going to put that away. There we go. I keep the, what am I trying to say? I keep the fly screen door on my back door closed permanently because I have a doggy door. And that doggy door, while it can be locked, when I'm home at least, I leave it unlocked so Muffins can at least poke her head through for fresh air. But I don't want her sneaking out. My back fence has a sizable gap in it, and the next door neighbor's dog keeps threatening to come grab her. There we go. That's an end on the timer of no holding things. Thank you so much, Ducky. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so a stray cat came up to the cat door the other day while Muffins were like, and I just heard the weirdest sound. I've never heard Muffins make that sound before, but it was more like a sound. It was so bizarre. And I just kind of went, wow, what the fuck was that? I mean, what the hell was that? Sorry, I try and keep this as family friendly as I can. Alright. We are going to come back to Gerudo Valley later. I do want to grab the Gerudo's card or the stone mask first. Girl, keep it clean. I try. Alright. I hope you enjoyed my impression of Muffin seeing another cat. Alright, let's go. Making our way to fishing at long last. Alright. I hope you all are ready for the fish. Actually, just quickly, let's... that. Sure. That. It doesn't really matter at this point if we use light arrows or regular arrows. They're gonna cost us the same. 1 arrow. That's it. Alright. That's what I notification get. Alright. Shall we go to Lake Hylie's fishing? Excellent. So one thing we are gonna quickly take care of is we're just gonna... Well, that sucked. Yes! We are gonna take just a 2-second detour. I promise you we are getting to fishing. I am not teasing you too much. Hello, DJ Amplify. Welcome in. It's good to see you again. How have you been? Thank you. No, stop trying to hammer the bird. Where the hell did it just go? Alright, well that guay is coming back later. Thank you. There we go. I've been good. Hope you're doing well. I am in fact doing well. We are having a good time. We're having a grand old time actually. I just realized I forgot to update this tracker, but okay, we lost money. Excellent. But no, we've been having a really grand time. I've been having a really busy time at work, so it's very nice having a stream to come back to on these long, cold nights. Again, Australian winters suck. But we are about to go fishing as well. Alright. So we know, in fact, that there is an ocarina here. Alright. Just quickly, because I said before we'll do it. No, a bit further back. No, bit further back. Ooh. Bit further forward. Okay, better angle. Wait here, wait here. There's a reason why we're doing this, I promise. A bit further forward. Bit further back now. Oh, come on, there's only so far forward and back I can go. Let me just have this, damn it. Okay, whatever, we'll come back for it. You can steal the fisherman's hat. That's what I was trying to get at. Okay. Is that it there? We're just gonna see if I can spot it here. Ah, there it is! You wanna come get it? Alright, no. Thank you for the roller coaster fun fact. There we go. Okay. Thorpe Park in England has had some, really bizarre marketing campaigns over the years. I love how antisocial Egg is. Warmongering, stealing hats. I love this bad side. Oh yeah, he's a bad egg. I'm so not funny. Go away. Not you, the Greg. Did I completely aim for the wrong target? I think I did. There we go. Okay, yeah, so Thorpe Park has had some really weird marketing campaigns over the years. And some really weird ones. So there was a roller coaster, if I'm being honest, I'm blanking on the name right now. Also, this ocarina is like really large for no apparent reason. Like, weirdly large. That is one large ocarina. It's like half of Link's size. That's like a giant ocarina. How the hell is he supposed to play that? He can barely hold it. Do we want to keep it? We do indeed want to keep the fairy ocarina. Thank you to also Soup, I think it was, who allowed us to check the spoiler log for that, and thank you everyone for encouraging us to go fishing. So yes, Thorpe Park has had some really weird marketing campaigns over the years. So I'm afraid I can't remember the coaster's name. It did not last too terribly long. But Thorpe Park in England once had a marketing campaign where, in order to make a roller coaster seem more appealing to the public, and you can tell me if this would work for you or not, because I'm genuinely interested, they circulated a story. Oh, no, actually that's not true. What they did was they, while testing the ride, they put a whole bunch of dummies on the ride, and these dummies seemingly returned back to the station after going on the ride, missing limbs and heads. And this was the roller coaster was seen as too dangerous to open by, you know, news reports and outlets reporting it, because it was, if the test dummies are coming back with missing bits, what's going to happen to all the humans who ride it, obviously. So a lot of media was generated over this roller coaster, over this roller coaster, because, you know, you don't expect a roller coaster to be missing dummies' heads and everything in testing. It turns out it was a marketing campaign set forward by the park to generate interest and to make the roller coaster seem more dangerous and therefore more fun. The roller coaster was not successful. Whether or not it was because of that marketing campaign is undetermined. But I would wager it plays a part in it, right? If you saw a roller coaster come back where all the testing dummies are missing pieces, you probably wouldn't want to ride it. Just saying. So there you go. Thank you for your fun fact on weird roller coaster advertising. Thorpe Park has had some really weird advertising campaigns over the years. Some of them more successful than others. So, feel free to redeem points if you want to hear about that more, but thank you so much, DJ Amplify. If next time I'll tell you about the P campaign, and yes, you heard that right. And if you're thinking, what kind of P is she talking about? It is the P that you think I'm talking about. I wonder if the missing pulse was because of the G-force or the wind. It was actually, and again, in a more bizarre move, they actually intentionally removed the bits before they took the ride. So it was intentionally missing bits. That apparently they just roughed it up before they sent the dummies out on the track. So when the dummy, because you could see the roller coaster travel through, as it were, like travel through the course, and as it traveled through the course, that's when news outlets and the general public saw the missing pieces. So yeah, it was very intentionally done. The G-forces and the wind had nothing to do with it. In fact, when it opened and operated, there were no reported issues with the roller coaster at all. So yeah. Really weird, bizarre choice made by Thorpe Park, but hey, pop off, I guess. Alright. Alright, thank you so much for redeeming your points for that. We are gonna... This is the one thing we do, in fact, need bomb juice for. Now that we have the ocarina, we're just going to check 1, 2 things, and then we're going to make our way over to Majora's Mask. There are quite a few more checks that we can do here, and probably should do here. But we're just going to check what this is, what the ice cavern leads to, and then we're going to head to Majora's Mask. Because we have spent an hour and a half, with 2.5 hours, without exploring Termina Field, and that feels illegal. Also, before we go to Termina Field, we are going to take a break, though. I need a refresher on my tea because my voice is slowly going. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Alright, so we're just gonna see what Ice Cave is, and then we're gonna move on. There is a way to clip into Jabu Jabu as an adult to see what that is, but I personally don't know it, and it's a very precise clip. So it's not something that I can just learn on the fly. Something that I do enjoy doing, not necessarily on stream, because it can be a slow process. Are you kidding me? The one time I can't climb something. Let me climb it, please. What I do enjoy doing while I'm doing randomizers in my own time is I enjoy learning different strategies and clips and tricks on the fly. I think it's just very fun. So I sit there and go, I really want to get to Jabu Jabu, but I can't be bothered going all the way back to the Temple of Time. So I'll just learn the clip on the fly. It's a fun little thing to do. Snowhead Temple is Ice Cave, and we know that this is foolish. Also, we have Adult Link in Majora's Mask, which is kind of fun. We should probably change it into a child before we go to Majora's Mask. Okay, we do know that Snowhead Temple is foolish, so that's really good to know. Now, we have a nice inbuilt shortcut, which is lovely. There we go. No, we didn't need to know that. Alright, let's change back into child and get to Majora's Mask. I think this is, it's long overdue. What happens if you go to MM as an adult? I become adult in MM. Now, for the most part, that has no significance. It's just kind of cool to see Adult Link in Majora's Mask. But there are very specific doorways that Adult Link can get stuck on. Much like Fierce Deity. Adult Link can get stuck on some doorways. And may struggle fitting through some gaps and spaces. Which is really bizarre. I mean, obviously, they never intended for Adult Link to appear. Well, that's not true. We've talked about before about how Adult Link was supposed to appear in Majora's Mask, but that was cut out of development. But they never expected Adult Link to appear in the final version of Majora's Mask. So it's no surprise that it can sort of confuse the game a little bit and cause Link to get stuck. But there's only 2 or 3 places where that can happen. Is an FD taller than Adult Link? Absolutely. And FD also gets stuck on the same doors and staircases. Some of them they have no trouble with, but FD and Abeldic sometimes struggle with the same ones. We need to do Shadow Temple, Jabu Jabu, Forest, and Woodfall. Okay, that's fairly easy. You can hear me go, ugh, for Jabu Jabu. Honestly, Jabu Jabu is probably the worst temple across any three. No, I'm not going to say that. That's not true. It might be true. There are some genuinely terrible dungeons in Zelda. Not many, but there are some. Jabu Jabu is definitely one of them. If Jabu Jabu has no haters, then I'm dead. 100%. Same with Palace of Twilight. Palace of Twilight? No. I don't do it. Don't deal with it. Alright. Actually, I'm genuinely surprised and happy that we never had to do Palace of Twilight in our Twilight Princess Randomiser that we just finished. Alright, we're just going to check a few chests, and then we're going to check the shops, and we are going to head out into Termina Field. How exciting! Alright. It has felt like so long since we've stepped foot in the world of Majora's Mask, and honestly, that's probably because it has been so long, but still, it's nice to be back here. And we're just getting arrows everywhere. Okay. Alright, nothing in these crates. Isn't that crate? I'm so sorry, these puns are really bad. Alright, let's see what's in North Clocktown. So we can check Great Fairy, we can check the grass, although we may not be able to do much of it with this measly sword. Oh, nothing. And at long last, oh actually what's up here? A report, I don't want that. At long last, we can do our first of our Tingle plunders. We are finally plundering Tingle! Ooh. If I can hit him, there we go. Let's finally plunder Tingle, everyone. Plunder me, baby! Thank you for the on-screen celebration. Will you buy Tingle maps? Green rupee. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the on-screen celebration and the Gigantified emote. I love it. Just for you, we're gonna buy a Greg from Tingle just to make us all happy. Tingle, Tingle, Koolimpa! There we go. Thank you so much. Alright. There we go. We have bought a rupee from Tingle. Just for you guys. Alright. Anything here? Magic. Nothing. Excellent. Alright. We are going to check the shops and then we're going to head on a quick 5-minute break. Just while I refresh my drink and run to the bathroom and all that fun stuff that you probably don't need to hear about. And then we're going to explore Termina Field. This way, yes. So, one thing that I struggled with a lot when I first started doing randomizers. So obviously you have the post office here, and nothing. You obviously have the swordsman schools here, which we can do later on. But we've never actually gone into this building, which has the lotto. I bet you didn't know that Majora's Mask had a lotto gambling system in place. And when I first started playing these randomizers, I assumed that every time you play and win the lotto, you get, I think it's 50 rupees. So it's 10 rupees to buy a ticket, 50 rupees if you win. And then if you win all 3 days, you get a piece of heart on the 3rd day. Now I assumed that all of these rupees and pieces of heart are randomized. But the randomizer automatically makes them junk locations without your input, so you don't have to do it. I had no idea about that, so I spent ages trying to do the lotto and wondering, wow, I never actually get anything from it. I had no idea about that door. It's like a Doctor Who perception filter around it, and I never noticed. Honestly, I feel like that's a lot of people just genuinely never noticed it was there. I remember there was this person playing through Majora's Mask years and years ago that I was watching, and they were doing like a full playthrough. A lot of people know what Let's Plays are. They were doing a Let's Play, and they got to the lotto, and a lot of people in the comments were sitting there going, "Hang on, what? That's a thing? There's a lotto here?" Genuinely, so many people had no idea that was ever a thing in Majora's Mask. Hello, darling. There is a long history of gambling games in Nintendo games, but also in Zelda in particular. Maybe we'll talk about that once the break's over. Hey, darling. Do you want to come up? Hang on, give me a second. Do you want to say hi to everyone, Muffins? There you go. Do you want to come say hi? There you go. Here's our good girl. Thank you for the giant emote for that. Thank you so much, Placehold. Oh, that's our Bits Gourmet. Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kitty. Good girl, Muffins. There you go. You're a lady. Stop showing your bottom. Alrighty, we're going on a 5-minute break here, everyone. While I quickly refresh my drink and run to the bathroom. We'll be back in just a moment. Feel free to grab a water, grab a coffee, grab a bevo, grab a food. Grab a food? Grab a snack, that's the word. Grab a blanket, grab an aircon. I don't know what you want. But feel free to join us back here in 5 minutes. And we're going to go through... Just going to pause that for a second. We're going to go through Termina Field. So we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. See you then. Just leaving you with the nice music. back. Welcome back. But also, my cat is an idiot. So my chair here is a lovely chair. The downside is, I don't know if it comes up on camera, but all of that is all the holes that Muffins has clawed into it. Because she'll claw up the back of it and sit on here. Sometimes she runs and sprints and, like, you know, launches herself and lands on here. The only problem is, when she does that, she'll run up, launch herself, and it falls backwards. So I had to go make sure that she was okay. Because she launched herself full speed, knocked the chair over, and all I heard was, wow! And then she ran off. She is fine, but she's an idiot. Alrighty, I hope you all had a lovely break. Oh dear. Yes, get it with the music, alright. TY Girly Pop Slay Queen Boss. I like that. I like being Girly Pop Slay Queen Boss. I'll take that. Should I have tea or sugar-free chai? Yes, both, lol. Honestly, you grab a cup of chai and a cup of tea, and then you sit there and you go... I think that's the perfect solution. Also, I yap so much when I stream that my tea always goes cold. So, travel mug, perfect solution. Except this travel mug is like the size of my head, and it's also Animal Crossing themed. I've had this for like 10 years and I've used it like twice. So, and also it's nice and hot. All right, haha. Especially since chai literally means tea. Yeah, have some tea. I like it. It's literally like the clock in Diddy Kong Racing. Have the clock in Diddy Kong Racing in a mug. I think that's a great idea. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I think I'm clearly very tired. Alright, we are exploring Terminal Field. Which one did you go with? Did you go with chai tea or tea tea or chai? Please let me know. I'm actually really invested in this now. Alright. Fire Temple Hammer Chest gives the odd mushroom. Excellent. We'll keep that in mind in case for when we go to the old Hag's potion shop, a magic shop. Fire. Okay, that's the same hint. I'm still undecided. Honestly, fair. Woodfall Temple is foolish, but we still need to complete it for remains. So that means that we can just sort of zoosh right through. Still undecided. I think you should go chai. Why not? Treat yourself. It's a nice little, like, it's a nice little treat. It feels like the reward at the end of a very long day, and I think that's fabulous. You should totally do it. But of course, the decision's up to you. If you hear me say you should have chai and you're like, oh, that's not the answer I wanted her to have, then go tea. Sounds like a plan. Chai time, here I come. I love it. I love that for you. Also, clearly my bad words have no bounds. I am struggling to talk today. Alright, we're gonna continue going through Terminal Field. Now we did enter Terminal Field through the Woodfall exit. And you might, Woodfall entrance, whatever. You might be saying, why did I walk all the way to the other side? There's a very specific reason. There's a fish. There's a very specific reason for that. I have a very specific route I take when exploring Terminal Field, just to make sure I don't miss anything. And every time I try and divert from that set route, I get so lost and confused, and I end up missing a grass patch. So, I always start at the same point and finish at the same point. Oh, I love the giant fish. Thank you so much, Placehold. Heart container. That's desperately needed at this point. Alrighty. Postman's hat. Excellent. And Gyro's mask. Also excellent. We are just going to quickly... I don't think I've actually checked off a bunch of these checks. We've got Decker Stick, Decker Nuts. Decker Stick, Decker Nuts. We have a bottle in each. I never bother checking off the heart pieces and heart containers because I always forget. There's that. We have the that one. one, the postman's hat and the Garo's mask, and we also have the Gibdo mask as well. Ah, there's the Garo's mask. Alright, excellent. Sorry, I just had to do that because I never remember to update these trackers. Again, if you see my trackers horribly outdated and you're like, I do not know what she has, feel free to ask me and harass me into updating them because I will never remember normally. I'm just going to quickly mark that off as well. We've got an ocarina. Excellent. There we go. We're just losing so much money. There's a duplicate of the Zora tunic. Unless the Goron tunic have... Hang on. The Goron tunic and the Zora tunic are the same color. I think they're literally like the same color. That's why I was like, oh, it's just a replica of the same tunic. I think there's like a slight shade difference. That's it. That's actually so funny. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, that pot has nothing in it. It genuinely is so annoying when that pot has something in it. Goron looks darker. Yeah, it's very slightly darker. That's the only difference. That's actually quite funny. Alright, there's the Razor Sword. Excellent. The Razor Sword is genuinely the coolest looking sword. Outside of the Fierce Deity Sword, which is a literal helix, this is the coolest looking sword. I love it so much. The only downside with the Razor Sword, for people who haven't played Vanilla Majora's Mask, you can upgrade your sword twice. So you have your Vanilla Kokiri Sword, then you have the Razor Sword, and then you have the Gilded Sword. And the Razor Sword is literally the coolest looking one out of the three. And you might be saying, if it's the coolest looking one, why on earth would you ever upgrade to the to the Gilded Sword? I mean, apart from, you know, the actual added power. It's because the Razor Sword actually dulls itself after 100 uses and goes back to the Kokiri Sword. So, in vanilla gameplay, you only get the Razor Sword for a very short amount of time. And it genuinely sucks. Otherwise, I would never upgrade to the Gilded Sword. Don't get me wrong, the Gilded Sword still looks alright, but, you know, not having the Razor Sword. Alright, we're just gonna... I keep forgetting that we can climb anywhere. This is genuinely the coolest thing. We're gonna check this. Andrew and Faye give recovery heart. Excellent. We are also going to take a 2-second detour to see what the observatory is giving us. Alright. Do you still have limit uses in Rando? Not for... Ooh, our statue. Yeah, alright, we'll take that action. Not for the Razor Sword, no. No, we have free use of the Razor Sword as soon as we collect it, which is... That's not what I meant to do. Which is really nice. So we'll never go back to the Kokiri Sword. And that is also going to be the Razor Sword in Ocarina of Time too. So we have that upgrade for both. Again, really nice quality of life thing there. Otherwise, because of the way the sword progression works, what happens is there are 3 Kokiri swords in the world. You find one of them, the other 2 turn into Razor Swords. You find one of the Razor Swords, the other one turns into the Gilded Sword. So whichever one you find first will always be the first in the progression. You won't ever find the Gilded Sword and then the Kokiri Sword, and you won't ever downgrade. You'll always upgrade. So in order to not mess with the progression there, the Razor Sword is now permanent. Otherwise, you'd be continuously finding Razor Swords and have the Gilded Sword, unless you got really lucky. So yeah, no, it's a nice little quality of life detail that they've added. Unless I'm very wrong. There is a chance that I'm very wrong, and it does go back to being the Kokiri Sword. But I can tell you now, I've done many randomizers where I've never found the Gilded Sword, and it's never gone down to a Kokiri Sword again. So that's really good. Did I check this grass patch down here? Yes, I did. Excellent. Alright. Oh, bomb bag! Excellent! Bombs are really nice. So, bombs, in all honesty, kind of have very limited use to us now. What our normal use for bombs would be, apart from blowing stuff up, would be to hover and to initiate a bomb hover. There's another fish. We've got the charred loach, very nice, and a piece of heart, and our first map of the entire rando. I'm surprised it's taken us 2.5 hours to find a map. So shadow is spirit is shadow. Excellent. And I was just writing down that ice is snowhead because I forgot to write that down. Yeah, so normally we would, apart from blowing things up, we would use bombs for initiating bomb hovers. However, we have both the hook shot and the climb anywhere feature on, which is going to severely limit what we would ever use bomb hovering for. There are still... What was that we just got? What did we just get? Hang on, sorry, let me clip that so I can figure out what on earth we just got, because I have no idea. I'm so sorry everyone, I'm just going to take a quick 2-second break because I'm just going to quickly just take this. I'll be 1 second, I know this is super unprofessional, but... Alright, sorry about that. My lovely fiance was just waiting to pick up his phone charger and I forgot that he was coming. So that's me. I'm just quickly checking to see what that item was, because I have no idea what I just collected. What did we just collect? Wait, it's coming up. Thank God for clips. Oh, ocean title deed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, let's go. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's do this. So, when I'm streaming, I don't like to eat on stream. I don't know. It's my personal preference. I don't like to eat on stream. Number one, I'm a very messy eater. So I don't want to watch... I don't think anyone wants to watch me shove Doritos by the handful into my mouth and have Dorito dust everywhere. Speaking of gold dust, that's my bottle of Dorito dust. But yeah, so it's, number one, there's that, and number two, you know, the crunching sounds in the microphone you don't want to hear. Cow in Link's house gives a rapport. That's excellent news. So yeah, I just don't like eating on stream. It's my own personal preference. But I get really hungry while streaming. The best thing is, I just realized there's a cup of soup in my cupboard. So, oh, we love that for me. I can eat while also not eating. Alrighty. Let's continue on. There's a few more checks in here in Terminafield that we've got to do. Now, you might be wondering why I'm not checking all of these gossip stones. There is a very simple reason for that. In Majora's Mask, those gossip stones are all connected together. They're called the... Ooh! Ocarina! Excellent! That was the Ocarina of Time right there. Doesn't do much for us in terms of this logic, but it's still nice to have. So yeah, that, what was I trying to say? Yes, the gossip stones. They're called the musical stones. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go to those, quote-unquote musical stones, play your ocarina, and play one of the warp songs. And then once you do all four in the same warp song, not warp song, same dungeon entrance song, they will give you a piece of heart. Now, a property of those Terminal Field music stones is they all share the same information no matter what, even in a randomizer. So once we've checked the first one, we don't actually need to check the rest, which is really nice. Is there a difference, in randos, is there a difference between the Fairy Ocarina and Ocarina of Time? Yes and no. So it all depends on your settings. In our settings, it makes no difference. So, Majora's Mask never has the Fairy Ocarina as an item in vanilla. So you can opt to not have the Fairy Ocarina in Majora's Mask. Actually, I think you have to opt in to have the Fairy Ocarina in Majora's Mask. By default, it's not available. So, the Ocarina of Time, collecting the Ocarina of Time means you have an Ocarina in Majora's Mask. Additionally, there is a setting where you can change your age by playing the Song of Time. Now, if you... Yeah, you can change your age by playing the Song of Time. There is a setting to only allow this age change to happen with the Ocarina of Time and not the Fairy Ocarina. Now, the settings that we have allow us to change the ocarina, to change age with whichever ocarina. So it makes no difference to us, but it's literally just Majora's Mask having an ocarina and the age change. That's pretty much it. Alright, welcome to Cow Grotto. This is hopefully going to be a good Cow Grotto. So just quickly, we don't need to mark off Spooky Mask. That's the adult one anyway. Spooky Mask. Let's just, boom, there we go. Yes. So, yeah, there's not too much of a difference, and no difference at all for us. Spooky Mask, excellent. Piece of heart. This is looking like a really lackluster Cow Grotto, sadly. And an ice trap to finish it off, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone else. Wow, this is the most boring Cow Grotto I've ever seen in my life. Alright, let's leave. The giant ice trap. Thank you. That is both horrifying and brilliant. Oh, the muffins, the gremlin muffins and the ice traps, I love it. Thank you. Alright, we're going to quickly check out Milk Road. There's not too much that I want to see here, but there is a gossip stone, a owl statue, some grass, and Tingle. Excellent, we've got an arrow. That's exactly what we needed. Alright. We are also, just before it hits nighttime, we're also going to check Gorman Brothers, see what they're sending. Oops, Gremlin Muffins was a fat finger slip up, lol. To be fair, I love Gremlin Muffins, so I think that's excellent. 50 rupees for a green rupee. Absolutely not. Go away. Alright. Alright, there's something here, which is good to know. Terminal Field music stones give green rupee. We have yet to use Fierce Deity, despite it being a starting item thanks to Snecky. So let's get that done now. Pendant of Memories. I was going to say, what did it even net us? The Pendant of Memories. Excellent. And shall we plunder Tingle? There we go. Let's plunder Tingle! A green recovery and a red heart. Let's go with another green rupee. Why not? Thank you for the on-screen celebration and the giant emote. Thank you. Plunder me now. That's it. Tingle. Sorry. Alright, let's go to Road to Swamp. Now, Road to Swamp was listed as the hero. We also know that Ganon's Tower Key is there. Both great things to know. So let's go clear that out. And then we can go through Southern Swamp as well. Again, we are getting some good items. We are making progress. It's getting to the point that we would be able to start making good headway on some of the Ocarina of Time dungeons. Without the transformation masks and the songs, we won't be able to do much in Majora's Mask temples, or to get to Majora's Mask temples, I should say. But Ocarina of Time dungeons we'll be able to get to easily. Piece apart. Iron boots. Oh, silver scale. I was literally just thinking the only temples that we won't be able to really get to are the temples that require us to have iron boots. So that's really good right there. Iron boots are really, that's a really good item. Alright. So we know the chests have nothing in them, but you might be wondering, this is going to be Ganon's castle. Yep, Ganon's boss key for Ganon. Excellent. You might be wondering why we are opening the chests for chests that we know are dead checks. It's primarily so I can keep a track for myself of which ones I have done and which ones I haven't. Secret Shrine is Way of the Hero. Excellent. That's really something, I guess. Now, I mentioned last stream that there is a particular archery game in Majora's Mask that is the worst archery game I have ever played in my life. It is this one. It's the Swamp Shooting Gallery. I'll show you why it's so bad. I am not good at it in the slightest. And with this controller, it's going to be even worse. So, you need to hit every single one of them. You need to hit every single one of these things. Every single way. Even the scrubs up there. The Wolfos, you only get one shot at hitting. And you can't miss it, otherwise you miss out on all the points. The Gways, I think you only get one shot at hitting. And you need to hit exactly everything in order to get the best prize possible. I hear it, I hear it. I hear another one. Oh crap, there it is. Oh, I got it. I genuinely, if you do not hit everything, you do not get the best reward possible. I'm trying, okay? See? You cannot miss a single thing. I did not get any reward from that. And my wrists are aching. It is ridiculously hard. There's a reason why that one will always be a dead check. No matter what controller I'm using, that one will always be a dead check. That was exhausting to watch. It was exhausting to do, let me tell you that one as well. I do not enjoy doing that. The 3D version of it's slightly better, but that's because I do like gyroscope aiming. At least on the 3DS, I like the gyroscope aiming, but it's still, it's the exact, they did not make it easier for the 3DS version. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, let's just... Can I see what it is at the very least? That reminds me of games from the 80s. In a good way or a bad? What the wow. In a good way or a bad way? Because there are some really good games from the 80s. There are some not so great games from the 80s. There we go. That moon is just staring daggers at us right now. Alright, Tingle. What have you got for me? Let me plunder you. Green rupee. Last of our rupees. Let's get a green rupee. It's not a very good trade deal. Tingle, Kula Limpa! Alright. So we did get the iron boots from Road to Swamp, which is probably the Way of the Hero item, which is really good. The fact that we've gotten have gotten iron boots and Zora tunic so early indicates to me that we are going to have to go see what Water Temple is at some point soon. Generally, when the game sort of gives you 2 items that you require to hit the dungeon, to get into that dungeon fairly early, it's a good indicator that you should probably get there. Okay, that's a Deku stick. That's not required. Excellent. That was annoying. What am I gonna do? Climb through it? No. I did... Okay, hang on. Look! That's the Deku... the Deku Scrub's butt. The Deku Scrub's butt clips through the bottom of the floor. That's pretty funny. Alright, come on, let's go. Oh dear. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright. That's pretty grand. Can't lie. Alright. Butt clip! No, butt clip. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the land title deed. I have the land title deed. The more you know. That was a good trade deal. I will totally accept that. Thank you, Deku Scrub. No, we are going to come back for that later, but we are going to grab Fierce Deity out. So, Fierce Deity, amongst other things, can walk through this water with no issue at all. So we do not have to try and swim. I haven't been able to replicate it as of late, but there is a weird... Oh, Minuet of Forest! There you go. Thank you, that just reminded me. What song are we gonna find next? Because we haven't found so many, there's quite a few songs that we haven't found yet. So are we gonna find an Ocarina of Time, Warp song next? Are we gonna find, Song of Healing, Song of Time? That would be a good one. Or are we gonna find a completely different song, like Epona's song, or Saria's song, or, Horse... one of the other songs. I've only
included a few options there because otherwise I'd be there all day inputting options. But you let me know what song you think we're gonna find next, because we haven't found all that many songs. A suspiciously few amount of songs, to be honest. I didn't include Song of Soaring because we know where that is, and we will be going back to that very soon. Alright, but I just realised it's been a while since we've actually done a Gamba, so... Ooh, what are you? Poacher's Saw. Excellent. Alright. Oh, that was a very... I meant to set 5 minutes for that Gamba. And it's literally like 1 minute. Whoops, sorry. Alright, we'll fix that up in a second. We're not going to give the old hag an item. So there's an actual benefit to not giving the old hag an item for us. Number 1, the monkeys will take us through day 1, 2, and 3. Number 2, Koame, who's up here in the shop, will actually give us a red potion. Of course, randomized, I don't know what that red potion is going to be, but in vanilla gameplay, it's a red potion. However, if we give Katake a red potion without actually talking to Koame here first, then there's no point. Okay, so the hammer chest in Fire Temple is said to have an odd mushroom in it. We don't need it for here, because that's going to net us a RuPaul, so that's really good. And we got a RuPaul anyway, that's great. Honestly, I just need to get like a RuPaul with the face of RuPaul on it, because every time I say the word RuPaul, I just think of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, you know, it's Drag Race, but just instead of RuPaul, it's just a bunch of RuPauls. We're all poor. I'm fully aware I'm not funny, okay? I'm fully aware that I am definitely not funny. Alright, let's jump in the boat. Let's jump around the side. We're going to just duck to the other side of Southern Swamp for a minute here. You are funny. Aww! You're too kind! You're too kind! You're very good at buttering me up. I like it. My own personal hype person. There we go. Oh, the stream on my phone was showing that I was on snack break, and I was like, hang on a second, that's not right. My stream was paused on my phone. Oops. Alright. So there is a grotto here. We're going to go into the spider house, and we can go into Deku Palace. Mountain title deed. We are getting all of the title deeds today. How interesting. Alright. Again, the way we are going, we can start going on dungeon crawls very soon. I just realized I have free will and I don't actually have to deal with that. Alright. So this should not take us too long to go through. I don't think the sculptures here are randomized. We're just going to see what the reward here is. Green rupee? Green rupee. Excellent. I don't have that listed as a dead check, so it might actually just be a permanent inbuilt dead check. I'm not quite sure. Nothing. These are not randomized, I'm assuming. No, excellent. I was going to say, I remember when I was building this seed, I was like, oh, I might randomize the ocean and swamp house sculptures. That might be fun. And then thinking, no, I'll immediately regret it. So I'm really glad I didn't go through with it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Excellent. This is looking like a really dead spider house, if I'm being honest. Of course, we've only gone through 2 rooms, but still. Regardless of whether or not there's anything of value here, there is a gossip stone that I'd like to check. Ooh! What are you? Map! Stone Tower Temple is Stone Tower Temple and Snowhead. Okay. Stone Tower Temple, Snowhead. is stone tower. Excellent. So we know that we don't have to do stone tower temple. So that's really good. It means that we don't have to get the Goron lullaby. And it also means that we don't have to do much. Kids grow up suddenly, so quickly, and suddenly the cute child believes they are a god. No FD for 5 minutes and let kids be kids, including adult link as a no-no. Ooh, no adult link, no first deity. I like it. 5-minute timer. 5-minute timer? There we go. Okay, 5-minute timer is set. Thank you so much, Ducky, for that. I will say it's going to make our traversing through the swamp a little bit more eventful, so I appreciate the challenge. Alright, we are just going to clear out the last of this spider house. There's some pots down here. Ooh. Fairy slingshot, alright. And Mask of Truth. It's funny that we're getting the Mask of Truth here, considering that's usually the reward for completing this. So that's quite funny. Mask of Truth and Fairy Slingshot. Excellent. Alright. Again, we have Climb Anywhere on, so we can just... If we really wanted to, we could have played Sonata there. We have Ruto's Letter. That's also good. There we go. Cafe's mask and another heart piece. Forget what I said about this having nothing in it. This is actually quite nice. Anything down here? No. I'm assuming that was the last of the items. There's nothing totally earth-breaking here, but just a few nice checks to have. If we do need to go to the moon for whatever reason and there's an item on the moon that we need, having these masks will be nice for that, just so we can trade them in. Alright, this is the last thing that we need to check in here, and it's the Gossip Stone. Marching for Cuckoo gives 5 arrows. Excellent. Also, just bear with me for 2 seconds. Something's really bothering me. I know, again, once again, unprofessional, but, you know, we can deal with it for like 2 seconds. Thank you. My nail just completely split, and it was really bothering me because it kept catching on my controller. There we go. We gotta be comfortable while we're playing our video games. Alright, that's it for Swamp Spider House. Now we're going to continue traversing through the swamp, but again with no fierce deity. Thank you so much, Ducky, for the challenge. I appreciate it. Alright, so instead of that, what we normally do is we just use fierce deity to jump up this ledge. But you didn't say anything about not using the hook shot. That's gonna help us here. Creepy crawly mode. No walking past bugs. If you see bugs, you have to collect them. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you so much. Alright, done deal. I think we're actually going to see bugs soon as well, which is very funny. Alright. Anything here? Ooh, hello. So totally random. I like it. Oh, thank goodness the hook shot reaches that far, otherwise we may have been in trouble. Oh, gold scale! That actually opens up a few checks for us back at Zora's Domain. No mentioning chicken jockeys. The worst part is, I read that and immediately was about to, you know, do the Jack Black impression. But now I can't. So that's just, it's just waiting inside, waiting for me to be able to say it. Well, worth it, honestly. Alright, anything up there? Greg, okay, we're gonna come back for the rest later, but that was really worth it to get the gold scale. Excellent. Now we're going to. This is actually going to hurt us quite a bit because we don't have FD. We might die here. I didn't think this through. Gonna be totally honest with you. Didn't think it through in the slightest. Oh, yeah, no, we're so dead. Okay, sorry, that was funny. Oh, we have a fairy! Our torment is extended. I can't get up. My daughter is obsessed with... Insert phrase. Didn't get the reference and just likes it and the songs around it drives me mad. Alright, we are dying again. Literally can't do anything. Literally can't do anything here. Good job not saying it. I am trying. There we go. We're dying of death right now. Rough. Yeah, can we talk about how slightly gruesome that is? And I say slightly gruesome, like, it's not like, you know, gory or anything, but that's like, they dedicate some time to watch him sink down and then float back up. Like, they were like, look at what you did. Look at what you did. That's a little aggressive, Nintendo. Come on. That's like Link, it's like when Link sinks into the lava in Twilight Princess. It is oddly like unsettling because you're sitting there going, wow, I really have to look at what I did. Alright. Welcome to Deku Palace. Link sinking into the abyss. That's it, literally. That sucks. Can you stop that, please? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Whee! So there's this really odd thing where you're not actually supposed to be able to enter into first person or even hook shot to anything in there. So you have to enter first person mode by Z targeting and strafing at the same time. It's kind of weird. But there you go. We got some milk. Alright. We are going to quickly check. We're going to collect one bean. Excellent. So the reason why we collect beans there, we have climb everywhere on, we have hookshot everywhere on, so it shouldn't necessarily be needed, but I still like to collect one just as a safety bean. Bugs! Oh crap, you're right, the bugs! The bugs! No mentioning redacted for 5 minutes. I know it's supposed to be an in-game action, but I think it could just be funny. Alright, done deal. I cannot mention redacted for 5 minutes. Also, the 5-minute timer for the bugs and the Fierce Deity went off, but I'm still gonna come back and collect these bugs. Let's drink our milk. Where are the bugs? Buggies. Where were the bugs? Bugs? Go back, get them bugs. You're the bean guy. Oh, I hear them. There they are. I hear them. I see them. Oh, right, let me... Bean boy, you should create a new meta ban condition. Yes, I agree. There we go. I'll have to set that up for next stream. There's our bug. I do love catching a good old bug. In a Zelda way, not like an illness way.
I'm not like someone who just really enjoys being sick. Alright. Yay, buggies. Also, that does draw an end to our buggies and no FD challenge. Thank you so very much for both of you. We do still have 2 more challenges going and they have 2 minutes left on them. And that is no mentioning redacted and no mentioning redacted. So thank you so much. We'll continue with those. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright, so we can't do Sonata check here. So we actually need Deku Link to be able to do Sonata check. But there is a piece of part here that we can check. And it's just magic. Nothing of value. Thank you for the redacted emotes. I love it. I love the redacted emotes. Thank you. Alright. So we have done all that. We are going to do something a bit weird now. We're going to exit out of Majora's Mask for a bit. There is a very specific reason for this. First of all, trying to make you slip up, BBG. You can never, I will never ever say my darling redacted's name. Hey, so apparently I'm making slightly larger than average cupcakes. I forgot what they're called. What are they called, Sabal? Muffins? No, muffins and cupcakes are completely different things. You have cupcakes. You don't have muffins next. You have something else. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I don't know. Oh, damn it! Both of you! Both of you! That is evil! Banned from opening anything, lol. Not even the menu, I take it. That was evil! That is so mean! Okay, hang on. 5-minute timer. Hello, invaders. I'm RuleSal6969. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm slowly being tormented, so I hope you're enjoying it. Get wrecked. Hello, Eep. Welcome in. Can't open your inventory. No ocarina. No opening milk. No opening fish's mouth to catch them. You get absolutely minced. I didn't have to open that door, so. Right, that's going to be slightly annoying. Alright. That's going to severely limit anything that I can do. In fact, all of it. Hello, I can tell you that you got absolutely minced with the redacted. No opening up to NPCs. But I need my emotional stability. Alright. We are not allowed to open anything. So if anyone's just joining us, my chat has banned a whole range of in-game actions. In fact, one of them just ended. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Invaders, I'm RuleSal6969. Sorry, I struggled to read that. But thank you so much for the follow. I genuinely appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. For anyone who's just joining, our the chat is allowed to ban in-game actions. And so far we are banned from opening anything. That includes my menu, the ocarina, literally anything. I'm also banned from mentioning anything to do with my... No, I'm not... redacted. I'm going to say redacted for now, because I'm not allowed to mention it. And there was another ban that just ended. I was banned from mentioning Chicken Jockey, which I wasn't planning on mentioning,
But then the moment I read that, my, like, the instinctual reaction that I had was to go, chicken jockey. I think that's like a visceral reaction we all have. So yes, I was banned from doing that for a while, but now that's done. I'm so sorry, I'm just gonna grab the last of this soup out of here. There we go. And then I'm gonna move on to my tea. Again, I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, so I am trying my best to knock this cold out as soon as possible. Alright. Oh, and if you're wondering, the travel mug is as big as my head. I love it. Alright. So without being able to open anything, we are a little bit boned, especially considering that we're now locked here. And I can't even open my menu to save and quit. How long do we have of this? 1:56. We're going to be aimlessly wandering around. You can toss rocks and stuff. That's true, I can toss rocks. That sounds like an insult. Is that you can go toss rocks. You can't open your arms to the chickens to hold them. To hug them. I'm not sure if I want to be hugging chickens. Oh, I like the emotes there. You can be a tosser, lol. Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like an insult. I can't open my bottle to accept new bugs, so... Well, I mean, our bug challenge ended, but still. There we go. Alright. I don't want it to turn daytime yet. So, ooh, it started to turn daytime as we were walking around. You can't open the Navitech screen either. I think that's just, like, helping everyone, though. Let's be honest. I don't think anyone's gonna be mad at that. I didn't open the crate, I broke it. That's my justification. This conversation's a bit foul. Lol. I love that. Brilliant. I can't open my sheath to get my sword out. There we go. I didn't open up. He opened up to me. I didn't open up to him. It's fine. Alright, we have 14 seconds left on this challenge. I do love a good loophole. Same here. Except I didn't open up the loophole. The loophole was already there. That's how that works. Alright. We are literally just waiting for this challenge to be over. Alright. And we are done. Thank you so much for those challenges. I can now mention my cat Muffins. That was who I was not allowed to reference and who the chat were torturing me with. Again, Ducky, that was a good get. You got me good. Can I open the damn door, please? Alright. We are here to grab the Song of Soaring, which is just, it's gonna help us immensely. And also we have a dog following us, I guess. That's also something now. Okay, cool. So, something weird that you can do with the randomizer, you can actually, imagine if Placehold did the ban while you were in a room. Don't give them ideas, please. Something weird that you can do with the randomizer is you can randomize the keys in this particular minigame. And it is as torturous as you think it is. You have to find all of the keys separately. Which also means every single chest in here is randomized, so you've got to do it... you've got to do it a whole buttload of times. Because you can't just go through here twice, you need to do it twice per room. And that can be really frustrating. Alright. There we go. And here should be our Song of Soaring. Where is the Song of Soaring? We have checked every single check in Castletown. At least as far as I'm aware. Where the hell is the Song of Soaring? Okay, hang on, let me recheck the night shop. Just in case, we all checked it together. Thank you, Soup. I appreciate it. We're gonna check spoiler log for Song of Soaring. Thank you for redeeming points for my own sanity. We literally left Majora's Mask so I could get the Song of Soaring here. Oh, Dan the Man! Hello! Welcome in! Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a lovely stream. I hope you had a great time. We are losing our minds looking for the Song of Soaring here. Song of Soaring. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's a dick place to put it. Sorry, that's really rude of me to say. Hello, welcome in everyone. I hope you're having a great time. We are playing some Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask combined randomizer here, and not enjoying it. No, we are enjoying it, but I hope you're all having a lovely night. Greetings, how goes the randomizer? No, it's been really good so far, although having Song of Soaring locked behind 10 big pose sucks. Genuinely sucks. Thank you so much for the follow, I genuinely appreciate it as well, that's really nice. How was your stream? What were you up to tonight? Haha, we've been really mean to Sao tonight, yes! Low-key torture, in a good way, but still. Alright. Let's go. So, our Song of Soaring is locked behind, let me just push off the ad for now. For all of our lovely raiders. Let's push off that ad. There we go. Wrong way. The Song of Soaring is locked behind the 10 big pose. So we need to collect all 10 big pose to get the Song of Soaring. I don't know how much we can be bothered doing that. We're gonna try. I used the OOT randomizer, but only rolled OOT. I'm about halfway through the seed. Oh, that's really good. I have never actually used OOT just to roll a single game. How does it does it work well? Because this is a combined randomizer. So how does it run with only one game? Do you find it good? I've done Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask single randomizers before, but I've used a different, I've used the dedicated sort of seed builder for that. Thank you so much for the Plunder Me emote. I appreciate it. The giant emote, I love it. That was another challenge that we just finished as well. No? Okay, I must have accidentally hit, I used it to randomize enemy and NPC souls. Yes, that's a good one. I've done enemy soul rando before, but not NPC rando before. I feel like I feel like that would just be incredibly intense. I've seen it done before, obviously, but yeah. Gotta show the raiders everything we do here. We love Tingle and fish. It's so true. We love Tingle and we love fish. We enjoy plundering Tingle. But no, that sounds like a great randomizer, Dan. I hope you're enjoying it. It sounds like you are. We are doing Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask. Our goal is to defeat, is to get the 4 boss remains, the Spirit Medallion, the Shadow Medallion, and the Light Arrows. And the Earth to Order, obviously, so we can defeat Ganon and Majora. Ban in-game action, showing you raider friends we need, mean no harm. Pacifist, no harm for 5 minutes. Well, Poe, you're very lucky, because I was about to kill you. No moving in a forward direction. Ugh. You all love to torture me tonight, don't you? Alright, hang on, you bet you're on. 5-minute timer, please. Seed fast forward, felt fast forward for the first half of the stream. It is slowed way down now. Ooh, yeah, so have I. I didn't realise I was just walking straight into a wall. Yeah, no, that's very fair. No talking about Tingle. Oh my, so many bands. Okay, no, that's really fair. I have had those seeds as well, where I have really much struggled in the second half. Especially considering the first half, you're collecting all these items and you're having so many hype moments of finding like the most random game-winning item in the first 5 seconds. And then you go from that to just mindless dungeon crawls, and it can be very slow and tedious. I get it, yeah. Alright, we're just checking. Okay, there's no pots here, I forgot about that. We don't have some time yet, do we? No, we don't. This is really annoying doing this like this. Alright. Oh, sorry, chicken. There you go. Alright. We're just gonna check a few pots here, and then we're gonna continue on. Again, we are banned from moving forwards or backwards. Oh, we've got to do... Actually, we don't have a bonus song. I forgot about that. We're just going to skip this over for now. Otherwise, I would have gotten a few pots in there. Yeah, there we go. So we are banned from moving in any forward direction. We are banned from harming any enemies. Which kind of put a kilter in our plans, but that's fine. And we are banned from talking about a redacted character. So we are going to... Oh, what are we going to do now? I'm not doing Tingle backwards. We are going to go back to Majora's Mask. And we are going to go through Romani Ranch and go to Twin Islands, because we know, I never wrote it down, but we do know there's an item of value in the Twin Islands. Again, Poe, you are very lucky. Did I just mention? No, I said redacted, didn't I? Oh, did I just mention someone? Oh, did I? Oh, crud. See, this is why you fool. Alright. New 5-minute timer on that one. I will get that sorted. You said... That's... Elgi... I have no idea how you would say that backwards. I'm not gonna lie. Did I really just say Green Man's name? Oopsies. Are you trying to trick me? Oh! I'm not going... Oh, I meant to say Darpei! That's what. I meant to say Darpei and Green Man came out. Oh, that's so bad. That's not even the game. That was just me. I just meant to say Darpei. That's so bad. Alright. Alright, we're gonna keep that timer for, we're gonna keep that timer going. We are going to 9:49 PM. Alright, we're gonna continue, we're gonna, essentially once it hits 9:54, we're gonna just call that there. Not the stream, but like the ban on you know who. Alright. But we've just got a minute on this ban here, so we're just gonna fix this up. There we go. I genuinely meant to say Darpei. I don't know how that happened. My stupid brain. Alright. Open the door, please. There we go. Alright, we are continuing on. Alright, let's go Romani Ranch. Yes. We're gonna go... Ooh, actually... Do we go Romani Ranch first, or Great Bay? Let's go Romani, actually. I think we'll go Great Bay straight after, but I think Romani's just going to be easier to get to with our current challenge. Alright. Yes. Tingle is love, tingle... Oh, damn you. Alright, let me repeat. Start that 5-minute timer. We can now walk forwards again, which is lovely. I have restarted that 5-minute timer again. Thank you so much for that. I am so dumb. Oh dear.
This is what happens. You make me read these things out loud, and then, you know, get surprised when I read them out loud. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, that is some nice tea. Alright. We are going to quickly check just 2 patches of grass in here. And then we are going to go to Romani Ranch. Now, once we go to Romani Ranch, we're kind of stuck there. Wait, there was a balloon boy back in the sky there? Ah, but we already, I didn't say it. We already plundered him. So, you know. You can't go past a tree without rolling into it. Okay, these are flags. Thank you so much for the hill to die on. And also, welcome in the hill to die on. I hope you're doing well. Let's go do this. Alright. We are going to check these 2 grass patches, because these sometimes have checks in them that I just completely miss half the time. Piece apart. And bomb cheese. Okay, so nothing of value. Alright, let's roll into some trees. Nothing. What a concussion of a band. Awesome. I agree. Thank you for the plunder me emotes. I love it. We didn't roll into this bad boy. There we go. You all love to punish me tonight, don't you? There we go. My fingers redact because it's cold. Same here. Same here. But that's because I'm not allowed to say certain words, and it's, you know... it's all the extra effort right there. Alright. Boom! Right there. Alright. We're almost done. You tried to get me. Haha! I have learnt your tricks. Excuse me. Excuse me? There we go. Your fingers redact wild. Yes. Same here. Yeah. Isn't it cool? It's my secret skill. Don't yours? Doesn't everyone's? Everyone in chat, do your fingers redact? Because mine do. Alright, hang on. Alright. Again, having the hook shot is my favorite thing. I'm so glad we started with the hook shot. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Is that what the cool kids call it these days? Absolutely. I would know nothing about being a cool kid, but absolutely. Sentences out of context. I can tell you now, I was never the cool kid in high school. I was the kid who went, Miss, didn't you assign us homework? Oh. Okay, well, we're just gonna watch, we're just gonna watch Romani get kidnapped. Oops. There we go. Okay, Romani just got kidnapped. Sorry, Romani. Oops. I don't think we've ever shown off this cutscene before. This used to freak me out. It used to freak me out too, quite a lot. Also, thank you for highlighting your message. I will read it in 46 seconds. Yeah, this cutscene used to freak me out too. In fact, when I was a kid, I would refuse to play through this entire side quest because it used to freak me out a little bit. Obviously that meant I couldn't finish the game. But I never really played Majora's Mask to finish it when I was young. I've talked a lot about like my weird sort of misconceptions about Majora's Mask. I used to play my mother's completed save file, and granted I was like 4 at the time. No, older than that. I was about 5 at the time. Oh, Sniff Mask. Yeah, I would play my mother's completed file, and I'd get to day 3, and I would think that the moon would crash at any random time. There is our timer. Thank you, and thank you for highlighting your tingle message right there. Tingle, 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 tingle. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I used to think that you would get to the end of the, like, you get to day 3, and the moon would fall at a random time. So it could fall at, like, oh! That's just mean. That's just so mean. Okay, Forest is Volvagia. Yeah, I used to think that you could, like, the moon would fall at, you know, 2 p.m. on the 3rd day, and then the next time it would fall at 2 a.m., and the next time it would fall at 1 p.m., and the next time it would fall at, you know, 3 p.m. I thought it would change every random time, so I was terrified of playing the 3rd day for that reason. Forest is, Volvag. Excellent. Thank you so much for the on-screen celebration of the ice traps. I am so glad you enjoyed the ice traps. Odd potion. I'm so excited to see Volvi. We love a bit of Vatch in the forest. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. Oh, who doesn't love some forest Vatch? I am so sorry to all of our raiders who have to be subjected to our humour. Alright, what's this? Cafe gives a recovery heart large jar and rapport. We do not want any more rapports. We've had too many rapports. Alright. There's not too terribly much we're gonna do here. It's just the grass checks, really. We're not even gonna bother. We might go to Doggy. We might, if they open at sunrise, we might go to Doggy Racetrack and Cuckoos. But we do know that marching for Cuckoos gives us nothing. So we'd really be just checking the gossip stones and the crates there. Mountain Village Owl Statue, excellent. Not going to do us much if we can't get Song of Soaring. Lens of Truth can be found in Kokiri Forest. We've gotten that one. What are you? Fish! 9 pounds. Excellent. Alright, we are going to leave here for now. Y'all are filthy in the chat. Oh, thank you for the on-screen celebration of the fish. I appreciate it. You really do love the fish. Did we check this? I think okay, yeah, we did. I saw Romani, like, about to be kidnapped, and like, let me check, let me read something first, please. Let me read the sign. We have nothing in terms of songs. We still can't even complete that Gamba because we haven't received a single song since we started that Gamba. Okay. I love the fish even more than the Volvag in the forest. Absolutely. Okay. From here we can't actually get out of Romani Ranch because we sort of clipped in around the boulder. So we are going to come back to Kokiri Forest. What was... That was Beneath the Well. We're going to complete Beneath the Well, I reckon. I think that's something that we can just quickly do while we're here. It's not going to take us too much time out. Again, we're here, we might as well do it. We also saw what the Forest Temple was last time, and I've already forgotten. So we might... Forest Temple was ice, never mind. Yes, and we do need, we do need Blue Flame for that. So we'll come back for later. I am not reading that one out also, Soup. Damn. Wow. Alright. Let's go. Enter. So, the downside of having climb everywhere on is entering those little crawl spaces is made so much harder by default. Alright. On the outside, we have already cleared pretty much everything out. All we essentially have to do is just the end part. So we just need to drain the water, check the chests that are associated with that, and we already know that one of the chests has nothing in it. So that's really good. All we have to do is just drain the water here and then just go straight to the end, which is really nice. Maybe don't do that, Salbow does not approve. Well, you know, live your best life. I'm not here to approve or disapprove. I'm just here to not get demonetized. Alright. So we have done all this part. Go away. We are just gonna jump down here now. So there is a chest. Okay, that's got nothing in it. Excellent. Down, down. Get in the hole. There we go. Don't take that out of context. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. We don't even have to deal with it. We can just move out the way, which is really nice. Alright, welcome to Dead Hand. Rated E for everyone. Alright, let's go. Come on. Alright. Why did I do that? Did that not knock him out? Sometimes it knocks him out. Help, why are they so scary? Honestly, Dead Hand has no business being in this game. In fact, the entirety of the Beneath the Well section and the Shadow Temple have no business being in an E for Everyone video game. So it is canonically mentioned that the Forest Temple was a torture. It was a holding cell, and where they committed where they would commit acts of torture against enemies of the Sheikah and enemies of the royal family. So this is your today. You learned that the Hyrule royal family, the good guys in this, actually condone torture. Again, not trying to get demonetized. This is all fictional, please. But also he twitches after he dies, which is probably the creepiest part. But yeah, so canonically, Beneath the Well was used to house an evil spirit that had, you know, killed an entire village and all of that fun stuff. And the Shadow Temple was used for torture. So yeah, none of this is particularly great. Let me say that now. Alright, so that's been nicely cleared out. What we're going to do now is, there are two things I really do want to check out very quickly. That is what the Water Temple is and what Beneath the Well is, now that we have the Iron Boots. So we're going to go to CAC first, and then we're going to go to Lake Hylia, and we're going to check those bad boys out. Actually, no, we're going to go to Lake Hylia first. And we're going to check those out. Thank you for the full emotes. I'm glad you're enjoying the emotes there. Alright. Let's go. Hopefully we find a song soon so we can start a new Gamba. That would be nice. Also, we did have Song of Storms somewhere. We did know where Song of Storms was. And I've already forgotten where it was. No more Fool, I'm scared, and we haven't found any more songs yet. Lol, I was just saying that too. Honestly, right? I was expecting to find more songs by now. We normally have quite a nice array of songs. This time has been kind of running on empty in terms of good songs. Wait, where is Song of Soaring again? So Song of Soaring is probably one of the most annoying checks that I've never done on stream before. Song of Soaring is the reward for collecting 10 giant Poe souls. So as an adult, you know Pot Room? As an adult, there is the Poe Master, who is like this cloaked being who asks for the souls of the giant Poes. So you need to go around Hyrule collecting the 10 giant Poe souls. Once we collect the 10 giant croutons. No, Poe souls, not croutons. Once we collect the 10 giants, the 10 giant Poe souls, we will be able to collect the Song of Soaring. At least that's how it works in vanilla. I'm gonna be honest, I have never bothered doing that check before. It has never been anything before. Oh sorry, I have hearing problems. That's alright. I'm probably knowing me and my bad wording, I've probably, you know, butchered half of the things I'm saying. Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not know how any of you are able to understand anything I'm saying. I don't understand what I'm saying half the time. That sounds tedious. It is. I do not know how it works in a randomizer because honestly, I've never done it. Ooh. Oh no. No. Not today. We're not doing Great Bay. Actually, today. Oh. Okay, nothing. Okay. At least we have the hook shot so we can get out of here. I just really wanted to see what Jubby Jubby was. From one annoying water temple to another. Excellent. Now we're going to go to Lake Hylia and see what the water temple is. And then finally we are going to go to CAC and see what bottom of the well is. I think they're all great things to do. And then from there, we don't have any transformation masks yet. So we can't check out, we can't check out, we can't check out the three transformation mask temples. We already know that Great Bay Temple is beneath the well in Majora's Mask. That's fine. We already know that Snowhead is Stone Tower Temple. We have no idea what Woodfall is and we can't check. What we can do, however, is check where beneath the well leads us to, and we can also check we can also check where actually it would be quicker just to go this way. What am I doing? It'll be we can also check where what's so special about Secret Shrine. We have the light arrows and we've been told that Secret Shrine is way over here, so we might as well go check it out while we can. So I think that's what we're going to do before we finish up. So, oh, it's already 10 o'clock. Alright, we're going to do those few things before we finish up. So once we finish up, once we check what beneath the well is, we're going to go to Majora's Mask and we're going to check those last few things in Arcana Canyon. How does that sound, everyone? Alright. Let's go see what bottom of the well is. Alright. So in terms of bottom of the well, I'm kind of hoping that we're going to be able to see Deku might be nice. Woodfall would be good. Forest would be a little problematic, but still good. If we were to do, if it were Forest, we would need Song of Time to be able to complete it. Just purely so we can turn into an adult as soon as we get there. But we're gonna see what it is. And then, yeah, let's go to Arcana Canyon. Again, it's gonna be a little more annoying that we can't walk there, but that's fine. Alright, let's go. Oh! Okay, that's DC. So we know that DC is foolish. So that's another one that we can just sort of rush through without having to do much, which is excellent. That one will take us no time at all to rush through. Essentially, it will take us about 5 minutes, which is really nice. I also just realised we never checked Lake Hylia, but that's fine. We're just going to go straight to Arcana. We can come back to Lake Hylia later. Alright. Let's go. Do we bother with collecting the giant post souls today, or do we just wait till Tuesday to do that? Let me know what you think, because we can see what collecting one will net us, and to see if we need to collect more. Because there's every chance that the randomizer's like, you know what, you only need to collect one, and that would be amazing if that's the case. today. Thank you for redeeming a Mario Kart track to tell me today. I appreciate it. There is no Mario Kart track called today, but I will take that as a sign that you want me to do it today. Thank you. Alright. For all of the raiders who are still watching, thank you so much, number one. And number two, if you'd like to see more of what I do, we play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask combined randomizers like we currently are. We also do other randomizers like we've just finished a Twilight Princess randomizer. I also get out my Switch too and play Mario Kart World and other Mario Kart games on some older consoles as well. And we might whack out some Pokemon soon. I don't know. I'm just really feeling like playing Pokemon, so we might as well do it on stream, right? So if you're interested in seeing some Nintendo games, that's pretty much it. Feel free to draw a follow or whatever you'd like. Obviously you don't have to, but if you'd like to, feel free to do so. That's just my shameless little self-plug for now. So we're going back to randomizers, I promise. Alright, let's go see if we can defeat one Po and then see what that nets us. If we have to do all 10, we might just have another Song of Soaringless seed. I don't know if I can be really bothered collecting all 10. Or it might be something that I do. I've never done any randomizer stuff off stream before. Like any stuff for our current seed off stream before. But it might be something I do off stream just to streamline things a little bit. I cannot talk. Alright. Let's quickly... I think this would be the quickest one over here, right? There is one near here, right? Is it because it's daytime? Because that's really gonna suck if it's purely because it's daytime. Do I have an empty bottle? Alright. You know my rule. This was the fish that we used. Oh, come on. I hate doing the giant pose. You know my rule on stream. If we use a fish to get into Jabu, we thank it by releasing it into water, not into, you know, air. So we are gonna detour all the way over here just to drop our fish off and thank it for its service. Again, we really love fish on this stream. It might flop for a second, but she'll be right. There you go. Thank you for your service, fish. Alright. There we go. Also, that fish was in our pocket for 7 years. Ew. Poor fish. Alright. Oh, come on! That should have worked. It's not gonna respawn now, is it? This is also why I hate doing the Po thing. Where are you? I heard you. Thank you. There we go. Quarter Po. I hope that counts as a giant Po. I hope. Alright, so normally, again, as I said, you need to collect 10 of them to, because you get 100 points for each giant Po that you hand in. And I think like 10 points for each regular Po, and once you hit 1,000 points, you get the main reward. I'm hoping that the randomizer is kind enough to do that thing where it's just like you only need to collect one, like the cuckoos in CAC. So, let's hope. Yes, my name is Egg. Oh, come on! Ah. talk about this guy here. Oh, thank you for redeeming your gaming hot takes. Alright, we're going to talk about this guy in a second, so hang on. Just look at him, look at his belt. Look at that on the wall. We're going to come back to this. While we go, have a look at, see if we can find another po for this. So yes, Salbar gives her gaming hot takes. What's a good hot take? Okay. Why is our name Egg? Because Snecky named him Egg. He's a bad egg. Or a good egg, depending on how you look at it. But considering that we were literally bashing everything in our way and, you know, giving off some antisocial behaviour, bad egg. So, a gaming hot take. Let's talk about... what shall we talk about today? Let's talk about Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. It is often seen as the black sheep of the series, and it is often heavily panned as being one of the worst Zelda... one of, if not the worst Zelda game out there. Zelda 2 is not the worst Zelda game of all time. In fact, I would go as far to say that Zelda 2 is criminally underrated and deserves more love and respect. Zelda 2 is mostly panned for being hard. It's panned for being difficult, and it's panned for the side scroller perspective that the game, you know, has for a good portion of it. Now, a lot of people sit there and they're like, it's because it diverted from the you know. It diverted from the norm of Zelda. At that point, there was no norm of Zelda. Zelda didn't have a norm set. There was only one Zelda game before this point. So there was no normal. So, of course, yeah, it diverted from what people thought was the norm. But again, the standard wasn't set then. As well as that, the difficulty is both a product of its time and, honestly, kind of a good thing. A lot of games are criticised these days for being too easy and too handholdy. And these people should really try Zelda 2 as a challenge. Yes, Death Mountain in Zelda 2 genuinely sucks at times. I am not denying that. I'm not denying that in the slightest. But it is a really good game. The bosses are really cool. Thunderbird and Dark Link. Dark Link got his start in Zelda 2. The bosses and the concept's really cool. Instead of stopping getting Zelda 2, in Zelda 2, the lore is actually also really cool. The storyline is great. So Zelda 2, the concept is, well, I missed that by a lot. Anyway, the concept is Link has a vision of the first ever Zelda. So, of the first ever Zelda of this timeline, who was cursed by her brother and put into an endless sleep. Now, Link gets a vision, has a dream of this Zelda, and then this dream ends up being a bit prophetic, and Impa, Zelda's maid, who was designed to guard over this Zelda, sits there and she's like, okay, cool. Clearly that means that you're the one who's supposed to wake Zelda up and to stop Ganon from rising. In this game, Ganon never rises. Your primary objective is to stop Ganon from ever rising. They want to use the... Ooh, forest. Okay. They want to use the blood and the blood and the essence of this comatose Zelda to raise Ganon from the dead. Now, your goal is to, number one, stop that from happening, but also to wake Zelda. And I should clarify here, there are two Zeldas in Zelda 2. There is the current Princess Zelda and there is the comatose Princess Zelda. So after her brother curses Link and turns around and curses Zelda and puts her into endless sleep, he's so overwrought with guilt over what he's done that he decrees by royal decree that every princess born to the royal family must be called Zelda in honor of the sister that, you know, honestly, he kind of cursed and screwed over, so not a great guy. Anyway, so yeah, it's got a great storyline. It's got a fantastic soundtrack.
It has got incredible work. It's got incredible temples, great bosses. There is so many good to it, but people only hate it because it's difficult. So my gaming hot take is that Zelda 2 is a great game and deserves the love. I need to head off because I've got an early morning for work. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Enjoy your work. Thank you for the wonderful stream. It's been amazing. I love Salba. Oh, I love you too, also, Sif. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely night. This skip here is made almost impossible by the Climb Anywhere feature, but we're still going to give it a go. I've never played Zelda 2. I should give it a go. What platform is it available on? Well, it was originally available on the NES, but not everyone has access to that. It is available on the Nintendo Switch using the Switch Online. That was also incorrect. The Nintendo Switch Online, you do not need the premium membership for that. You only need the base membership. And I can 10 out of 10 and feel like recommend giving it a go. You will need a walkthrough. I'm telling you that now. You will need a walkthrough. It is very difficult, but it's really good. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye for now. See you next week. See you next week, also Soup. Did you hear the Commodore is back? Really? Like, is in like a I know for a while. Oh my god, this trick might actually be impossible. We're gonna still give it a go though. As in like they're creating a new console, or they're bringing back like a revival of the old one. Or like they're doing one of those like miniature versions. Either way, really cool. Okay, I think this might be impossible with Climb Anywhere on. I'm gonna give it one last try. Otherwise we are doing this whole dungeon. Oh my god, this is so hard. That's what she said. Sorry. Alright, one last try of it. Oh, balls. Okay, hang on. I think I've figured it out. They do, because I know at one point or another, like, the gaming community was doing, like, retro, like, the mini versions of retro consoles. Like, the NES Mini and the SNES Mini and the PlayStation 1 Mini. And I kind of figured, why would I get the mini versions when I have the, you know, actual versions? Alright, we are gonna skip this for now. I was hoping just to skip to the end and you know, defeat Formaggio, considering we've got the hammer. But I think it might be impossible right now. Yes, a guy wanted to license some stuff, and in the end he ended up just buying the entire brand, and it's coming back, and the first Commodore will be a music thing. Oh, that's really cool. I did not hear that. That's awesome. Jay Buttcrumbs, welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's so good to have you. It's so good to read out your username again. It's always a grand old time. Alright, let's head back to Majora's Mask. Too cold. Oh, I know that. Hello, Muffins. I know that feeling. I spent most of my workday today in the car because I was driving for work, and I was alternating between having the heater on full blast. And what on earth am I getting caught on there? Interesting. Having the heater on full blast and then just struggling to stay awake, and then I'd turn the aircon on and turn the heater off, and then I'd freeze again. And, you know, never-ending cycle. Yes, Muffins was there. She loves using my chair as a scratch post. Alright, let's go. We're gonna go to Icona Canyon and quickly check what Beneath the Well is, and just check to see, just give a cursory check to Secret Shrine. And then we are heading off for the night. But don't go anywhere, we've still got 20 minutes of good content. 20 minutes of okay content. 20 minutes of content. Alright, let's go. I will say, I was listening, last stream, in order to show off a lot of the music of Hyrule Castle and Twilight Princess, I was messing with the volume a lot, which, not necessarily a bad thing, but I was I decided to re-listen, like, to sort of listen through the VOD, just to see how the volume ended up and where I should rebalance the volume to. My voice is so annoying.
How on earth do you listen to this for 3 hours? My voice genuinely started to annoy the crap out of me after about 20 minutes. So, I very much appreciate and love you all for many reasons, but for listening to this for 3 hours, wow. Hats off to you, really. Oh. The travel mug was such a good way to go. My tea is still hot. I love it. Alright. Arcana Canyon, let's go. First thing we're gonna quickly do is just check this one chest. The hee-hee is music to my ears. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh. Excuse me. Is that chest anything? No, it's not. Excellent. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, we've been jinxed, whatever. Alright, so we're just gonna quickly check this. Oh, ooh. What are you? A bonus song! We finally have an answer to the gamba that we set 2 hours ago. About time. We finally have another song. So 6,320 20 reports go to Ducky and Virtual Fusion Gaming. Congratulations, Ducky and Virtual. I don't know if you're still around because that gamba's been going for about 4 hours now. No, that's an exaggeration. About an hour now, but congratulations. Alright. It's about time we finish that damn gamba. Alright, we are going to do one last gamba for the night. It's a nice, easy one. I'm fairly certain I just took damage there. Oh well. There we go. Alright. I think you all know how to play this one. It's heads or tails. Go ahead, you've got 5 minutes to get your points in. Ooh. Alright, how do you all feel about extending for like 3 more minutes? Potentially like 5. When I say 3, I mean like 5 more minutes. If I can make it, I'm not gonna make it there in time actually. I don't think we're gonna, oh no, sorry, my brain is like not the brain today. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna make it there. Okay, never mind. I was gonna see if we could get into the graveyard and go through the graves, but that stupid little why can't I jump this ledge? I've never not been able to jump that ledge before. Something has been broken. There we go. That was really weird. Okay. Although we can't check the graves here now because we missed it, there is still some grass patches we can check. I don't know if you heard that really loud clash in the background, but that was Muffins being a little gremlin. Alright. We can check this. Nothing. We can check this. Alright, anything here? Pictograph box. Not strictly useful, but sure. How are we going on that gamba, by the way? Let me check. Alright. Don't forget you can get your points in for heads or tails, everyone. Tails is currently in the lead. Alright. Anything in this chest? No. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. Oh, whoa. Tails just, heads just became massively in the lead there. Wow. That was a very random change. Oh, and now Tails is back in the lead. This is very thrilling. I think it's more thrilling than the gameplay right now, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm kidding. Excellent. Alright, well, don't forget to get your points in. You've got 2 minutes to do that. While we are doing so, we are going to just do the last few checks here. Oh, well, we're not going to read that now, are we?
alright? So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the Guttery mask to be able to talk to that little guy up there, that dude up there, who'll be like, oh, I'll put down a tree branch for you. However, we do have hookshot and everywhere on. Thank you to everyone who voted for that. So we can essentially just hookshot up regardless. Alright. So, last time when we were playing Twilight Princess, I was talking about the giant birds, like the big bird enemies. And I was sitting there and I'm like, I think they're called Kargaroks. And then I went, hang on, no, isn't that a dude from Harry Potter? No, I was absolutely correct. They are called Kargaroks. The dude from Harry Potter is called Karkaroth, or Kargaroth. Very similar, but yes. So they are called Kargaroks. They are the only, I'm fairly certain that they only ever appear in Twilight Princess. So, very weird. We also have, there are some unique bird enemies. We've had so many bird enemies across Zelda. So you've got your Keese and you've got your Gways, which appear in quite a few games. Keese appearing the most. But then you've got your bad bats, which appear here in Majora's Mask. You have your Kargaroks, which appear in Twilight Princess. You have all these random enemies. You have the enemies that look like dragonflies here in Majora's Mask, which you will be shocked to learn the name. The name is Dragonfly. That's it. For a game that has usually very well creative names for their enemies, it's just called a dragonfly. Shocking stuff. All right. I also accidentally saved there, so bonus us, I guess. We are going to quickly run in here. So as I mentioned, we're just going to check the two entrances of the well. One entrance can be found right here in the ancient castle of Akana, which is... Thank you. Again, I've never... Stop that. I've never had issues jumping up a ledge like that before. We will be coming back and doing Ancient Castle of Akana in earnest. We will be doing that properly. I just want to check to see what these are. Okay, so this is Woodfall. Excellent. Well... Woodfall... And we're just going to check the other side as well. If it's Spirit, that would be fantastic. Because that would mean that we have access to Desert Colossus without actually needing Requiem of Spirit. Alright, the submissions for Heads and Tails have closed just while we're making our way over to the other side. Submissions for Heads and Tails have closed, and Tails remains ended up in the lead very quickly and by a very narrow margin. 51 to 49. Alright, let's see how that goes. Hey Siri, heads or tails? Alrighty. I'm gonna let you know in 2 minutes. Don't you worry, we're not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna drop down the hole first, basically. Excellent. Alrighty. The winner this time is... Heads! Congratulations to everyone who won in the gambit just then. Ganon's Castle. Okay, so we know this is foolish. But there is one thing I do need to check while we're in here. So Ganon's Castle has Ganon's Tower in it. Now, can I just open the damn door instead of climbing it, please? No. Am I really gonna die here because I can't climb? Because I can't open the door? I'm gonna die here because I can't open a door. That remains the stupidest death we have had this entire run. You know what? Very lucky. Oh, congratulations, Placehold. Congratulations. Yeah, who won that? That went to... Oh, Placehold. Just Placehold. Congratulations. Don't waste a die. You're telling me. Alright. Alright. Just so we can open a damn door. There we go.
So there is one thing that we do need to check. Ganon's tower here actually checks as its own temple. But it is vanilla today. Okay. We're obviously not gonna beat it today, but we might as well check the pots. Right? Can I please hit you? Thank you. While we're here, and then we are going again. I keep saying we're gonna finish it here. We're gonna finish it here. We are gonna finish it here in a minute. I promise. We are going to go check Secret Shrine after this, like very brief interlude, and then we are going to, you know, finish up for the night. No matter what I say, I still have work in the morning, so I can't really spend all night playing this, as much as I may want to. Come on. Oh, balls. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Excellent. You want to give me a heart? No. Okay. Come on. Come on. Alright, cool. I was gonna say, I know I'm giving thrilling commentary with the Deadpan Silence, but half a heart. I just had to focus there for a sec. Especially considering our next room. Okay, we've got a heart and a half. Excellent. We've got a heart and a half to be able to defeat 2 Dark Nuts. Honestly, I've done it in less. Okay, that just sounds like I'm bragging now. I might be bragging. Alright. No, I don't want the spooky mask. I want light arrows, just as a little swag. Alright, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't just save state. Heart and a half full of, a heart and a half of full cream dairy milk. That's alright. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I should not read chat and try and play at the same time. I did not save state. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go. Alright. There we go. Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. Oh, hearts. So you might ask why I light arrow them first. It just gives me a little bit of buffer time to be able to do this. Otherwise, they will start swinging straight away. If they're standing next to each other like they are at the start, it also means that they run the risk of hitting both and setting both up at the same time, which obviously we don't. By shooting them with an arrow, it just guarantees that I can, defeat both individually. Alright. I always love it when we end up with more hearts than what we started with. Alright. We are not defeating Ganon today, don't worry. We are just here to check the pots, essentially. We might as well, we've got the key, we might as well check the pots. Alright. What's this? Deku is at Stone Tower Temple. Interesting. So Stone Tower Temple is Stone Tower Temple and Deku. STT is... yeah, STT is Deku. Excellent.
Alright. Can I please not accidentally pause the game? Empty bottle MM. I mean, we'll take it. Alright, cool. Excellent. So now we're going to save and quit back to the entrance of the dungeon. And we're going to go check out, yeah, we're going to go check out Secret Shrine, and then we're going to call it a night. I feel like that was a very worthy sort of sidetrack there. I feel like that was a very worthy interruption. Alright, we are going to do one last thing before we do Secret Shrine, and I know I keep saying that, but it's well worth it. Let's plunder Tingle. You all love it when I plunder Tingle. Let's plunder Tingle. Alright, Tingle, what have you got for us? Magic bean for 10 rupees. Sure, why not? Just so we can say we properly plundered Tingle. Thank you for the— yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the plunder me's. Thank you for that. Alright. I do love a good Tingle plunder. For anyone who's wondering about the context of that, there truly is none. We just, there was one time where it said plundering Tingle is foolish, and just the wording of plundering Tingle is just so funny. It was genuinely so funny to us. We're like, yeah, alright, cool, that's now a meme. That's now a meme. Alright, anything in here? Truly nothing. Excellent. Alright, Secret Shrine, what have you got for me today? Nothing. That's not the mask I was hoping we were gonna get, but sure. Alright. It looks like we're going into Secret Shrine. If we have to defeat Wart, I really don't want to defeat Wart today. I would much rather wait till we had Blast Mask, but sure, whatever. Oh, I see a pot. I see a pot over there. I see— ooh, I see 2 pots. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, I do see 2 pots though. That's nice. Alright, what have you got for me? Okay, that's a strength upgrade. Gorham bracelet, very nice. That's annoying. That's what that is. Okay, where's my hook shot? Okay, what are you? Oh, okay, Gerudo card. That's very good. Alright. We are very quickly going to clear out Secret Shrine as best as we can. Again, I would rather not have to do the warp fight, but it is what it is. The rest of it we're going to do. We have been streaming for 3.5 hours now. My voice is going, so we're gonna call it in a second. Alright, there we go. There's one done. Alright, nothing there. We're just gonna quickly check the grass. Absolutely nothing. See, what I was talking about before with adult Link getting stuck in certain doorways, he wouldn't be able to open the doors here, for example. There is also a particular part in Stone Tower, not the temple, but just Stone Tower, that he gets caught in, and I can't remember where or why, but he does get caught in some part of Stone Tower. I've never had that happen to me particularly, but it did happen to Marge and Phil at one point. Which is very interesting. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, one last hit, I reckon. Yeah. There we go. Excellent. I see some grass over here. Was that the long shot?
No, wait. Was that the long shot? Yeah! Hey, yo! We got the long shot! That's really going to help us come water temple time. I don't remember if we have to defeat the water temple. I think we do. And of course we lost money. But that's really going to help us with the water temple, which is excellent. Alright. 2 down, 2 to go. Alright, let's go here first. Alright. That was a long shot, but you got it, lol. For that pun, I will give you a fish. Thank you, I love it. 10 out of 10 pun. I won't have a long face with that pun. That's not nearly as good, but still. I gave it a shot. Alright, this is what I hate Wart. Let's go. Normally I use the blast mask to defeat Wart. We don't have the blast mask. Which kind of sucks like it, but that's fine. What we do have is a really tall Wart. We're just going to spin attack and knock as many of these things off as we can. And Fierce Date is actually tall enough that we can slash the eyeball, which is really nice. Well, in theory he is. In theory he is. I love the sound of the bubbles bouncing so much. There we go. He is tall enough to it. It is a really satisfying sound, I will give it that. Essentially, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use your sword or the Zora armor, or the Zora fins to knock some of the bubbles off, and then you're supposed to shoot him in the eye. We're probably going to have to do this vanilla, so we're probably going to have to shoot him in the eye. Let me quickly snooze that ad for all of our raiders. Just give me a second. Alright. Excuse me, rude. Stop taking the hits for it, damn it. Thank you. Alright, cool. That's put us into phase 2, which is excellent. Phase 2 is significantly easier. He shakes all the bubbles off and he just basically just rolls around. Can I set target, please? There we go, done. I do not like doing that without blast mask, but that's fine. It's not that it's a hard fight, it's just really tedious. Alright, nothing there. So I'm going to wager that the Gerudo card was the big item that we were supposed to get here. Which probably means that either a really good item or a temple that we need to defeat is locked in is locked where Spirit Temple is. I mean, we do know that we have to defeat Shadow Temple, but in all honesty, we could get to the Spirit Temple without going through Gerudo Fortress. So there is probably something of value for us there. Alright. So either that or the final chest gives us something really good. And we haven't gotten any hints on what the final chest is going to give us. So that's something... Oh, he's back up. Where is he? Oh, he's right there! I'm an idiot. Fierce Deity and Great Fairy's Sword defeat him in 2 hits. Interestingly enough, the light arrows, the thing that's supposed to be able to one-hit everything, defeats him in 4. So if you're ever having to fight that guy over and over again, like we do with randomizers, that's the most useless compass along with ice. Thank you for the ice traps. Yeah, so if you ever have to defeat him over and over again like we do, your best bet is Great Fairy Sword or Fierce Deity with jump attacks. Because again, the supposed one hit of the light arrow is just, it takes 4 hits. Alright, excellent. That's going to give us a final chest with nothing in it. Excellent. I'm going to wager that the Gerudo card was our big ticket item, or the strength upgrade. Either or, but the strength upgrade, there's 3 of them, where the Gerudo card, there's only 1. Alrighty, so we have done so much in this stream, I'm not gonna lie. We have explored Termina Field, the Southern Swamp, and Romani Ranch, or at least bits of Romani Ranch. We have gone through and checked what a whole bunch of temples are. We've gotten so many items, like a buttload of items. We have done so many checks, and we have gotten so much information, and all of that fun stuff, and we've even completed a dungeon. So next time we are going to start crawling through as many dungeons as we can. We're going to go to Gerudo Fortress. We're also going to go to Great Bay, because there's another cow grotto there, and there's a lot of checks in Great Bay, and we haven't even touched the surface yet. But for now, I'm going to bid you all adieu. We're going to find someone to raid. So someone raided me earlier before. Thank you again, Dan, for that. So we're going to find someone else to raid as well. Let's see what's available. But please, if you're enjoying my stream, feel free to shoot me a follow. Feel free to join again next time. We stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays Australian time. Tuesday and Thursday evenings Australian time. I was planning on doing this a bonus stream this weekend, but I'm gonna see how this throat's going, because she's feeling a bit rough right now. All right. Alright, let's go with a fellow Australian. We're gonna go see how Happy Pembles is doing. But yeah, feel free to shoot a follow. And if you like the person with ratings of content, feel free to shoot them a follow. Feel free to interact with their content. We're all small streamers trying to do our best, so you know, feel free to share the love around. But thank you all so much. Thank you for the bits, the subs, the follows, so many bits. Everything, the raid, again, thank you. Feel free to, yeah, thank you all for everything. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely night, and I will see you next time. So good night, and thank you.